Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Ike here, and today we're bringing you guys another Firefighter stream. As you guys know, Firefighter was one of the survivors who recently got buffed in the latest balance change. Guess who hasn't been playing rank, I guess. He recently got buffed in the latest balance change. I could have sworn I played on Thursday, right? Anyway, we're gonna be playing Fire Investigator today. Yeah, I have 1 star. Oh, you know what? I guess it's because I played with someone else. I never actually clicked the library. But anyway, we're gonna be playing Fire Investigator today, and we're going to be trying him out, seeing how much better is he. I think they gave him some pretty decent buffs. If you guys don't yet know the buffs for Fire Investigator, don't remember what they are. Basically, they made it so you can shoot the ball a little bit further, 4 meters further, about 4 meters further. There's like a couple decimals in there. He also decodes 5% faster than before, so instead of decoding 10% slower, he only decodes 5% slower. Now, because of that, they also made it so that he cannot have increased decode as much. Because if you guys remember, before the balance change, he had negative 10% decoding, but he could get up to 5% faster decoding. So the devs wanted to keep it to still be 5% faster decoding maximum, because if they don't do anything except reduce his decoding speed, then that means he'll be able to decode up to 10% faster. So they didn't want that. They just made it so that he can decode up to 10% faster, so 5% faster in total to cancel out the other negative 5%. And of course, the last bounce change, I think this is the best one. He can bounce off his ball faster now. So instead of 0.3 seconds to bounce off, it's 0.2 seconds. Now, it seems like a little bit dumb. Like, what's 0.1 second going to do at the end of the day? It actually matters a lot. There's a lot of times, maybe not a lot of times, but it's definitely going to help out times where you barely got hit and you couldn't hit that ball fast enough. Like, now it's a lot more comparable to a mercenary elbow pad, the 0.2 seconds to launch off the ball. In fact, sometimes it might even be faster, especially because I know with the mercenary elbow pad. With the mercenary elbow pad, I've been playing mercenary for a long time, and it's uncommon for this to happen, but every once in a while, you might lag a little bit, and so you press the elbow pad, and it takes like half a second or like even a full second sometimes before you launch off the wall. I've had some really bad examples of that before, so definitely something to keep in mind with Fire Investigator is that he's a lot more like Mercenary now than before. He was already like Mercenary. I already liked him to use him. You're playing him like Mercenary. If you ever got to use the same ball more than once, you already are Mercenary. If you think about it, Mercenary has 3 elbow pads, Fire Investigator has 2 balls. If you use the balls like elbow pads, then if you think about it, you only have 2 elbow pads when you play him. But if the hunter doesn't break your ball and you put your ball in a spot where you can kind of like transition between 2 kiting areas, then you can use it to go to an area. Once you're done using it, go back to the ball and reuse it. You essentially got 2 elbow pads out of that ball, if that makes sense. So if you use the ball like an elbow pad, you get hella value out of it. You're pretty much like a mercenary. As soon as one of your ball gets more than 1 use, you're essentially a mercenary, and potentially even more value than mercenary. Because if you can bounce off a ball a 4th time, a 5th time, that's 4 elbow pads, that's 5 elbow pads. That starts really adding up, so definitely don't underestimate it. I'm not sure if the Fire Investigator gets more distance in total than mercenary. I think in total he gets a little bit more. Pretty sure in total he gets a little bit more. It is usually better for the harasser to be in middle, but Wizard is not picking it, so I guess I'm just going to pick it since I can also body block the doors. But anyway, what was I saying about? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Basically, Fire Investigator is better now. We're going to be playing him today, and you know, he's just a fun character. I feel like he's been underrated a lot. Even before his buff, a lot of people were saying he's garbage or that he's not really worth using. I think he has things about him going that Entomologist doesn't always have going for her. If you're up against a transition hunter, you can do that with Fire Investigator. That's not something you'd be able to do as Entomologist. But you also have the option to body block if you need to. And that's something I really appreciate with this guy, and that's something I just think is really great. So we'll see here. We're gonna set 1 ball up. That way, when I set up the 2nd ball, hopefully it comes off a cooldown soon. I can just drop it off here. There's no way this clown's gonna be able to get us. Okay, looks like we don't need it, but in the case that the clown does come to us, I'll be able to block up the second entrance, and now there's no way he can come across to hit us. I mean, there's no way he could hit us if I body block both of these entrances. And some of you guys might be wondering, well, Psyche, what if he goes around the other side? That's why I put my ball like that, not blocking the window, so I can vault the window if he goes around. And that way there's literally nothing he could do. Because normally if you do something like this, and you don't block up the other entrance, the clown will just go around and hit you around the other side. And just ignore your balls and go around, right? But that's why I made sure that I have an escape route, this window. And so we can use the window, but he cannot, obviously, because he's in a dash. So that'll be good. That'll be good for us. Looks like he might get blinked here. Blink is been up. It's been up 20 seconds ago, so Pit Stoppers did a pretty decent kite here. I don't know if this is the real Pit Stoppers. I'm pretty sure the real Pit Stoppers had an extra P in there. Instead of just one P, I think he had 2 Ps in there, but I'm not sure. There we go. Beautiful owl from Agramont there. Really impressive stuff. Good job. And also, Antiquarian is about to finish his cipher. Unfortunately, Pit Stoppers didn't manage to live there, though. I don't think he got a blink out either. And we're just going to pick up this ball. And I'm guessing we're going to go rescue. Looks like we're going to go rescue here. We don't have Tide Turner, unfortunately. Hopefully, Pit Stoppers here has that ability to get off of chair faster, like the 27% movement speed buff. That would be really nice. It is Clown, though, so it is possible that we just get terror shocked by a dash here. That's always a lot of fun. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Does he do it? What are you supposed to do about that? I'm not going to touch the chair and risk the terror shock. It's not worth it. He might live here. Nah, he unfortunately did not live there. So, I mean, I'm not going to blame myself for that. There's literally nothing you can do against a hunter like Clown. You'd have to stun him so that you can realistically get the rescue before half there. That's just really annoying. Like, if I touched a chair, I guess we would have made the rescue. But obviously, we couldn't have known that. So, you know, we do live here. There's actually nothing the Clown can do right now. If we drop this paladin and put a ball here, he has to stop his dash. So, that's good for us. I would like if Wizard healed me, because I definitely don't want to get cut off here. I feel like we're still gonna... I feel like he's still gonna come here, though. I don't like the situation we're in. Okay, yeah. It's almost like he heard me. Okay, this is not good. Unfortunately, he just hit her, and now I'm just trapped here. That's really annoying that he ended up going for her, because it meant that he can opt to go for her instead of me, so a bit of unfortunate. Does he have confined space? He does have confined space, unfortunately. Can we block off anything here? I think he actually, yes. It forces him to go around the ball, which gives us just barely enough time to get away from him. Let's see if that buff is going to save us here. I'm pretty sure we would have lived before too, but, you know, I'll take it. I think we make it. Yes, we do make it. Oh, if only we could reuse the ball. We actually can't. Hold up, maybe we can stall? No. We would have needed a 0.1 second buff for that. That was just a cooldown. We couldn't touch the ball because we had a cooldown, unfortunately. Looks like I should have just used the paladin in front of me instead of trying to use the ball. That definitely would have been a better idea. I'm pretty sure we can actually get this Cypher Prime. We're not going to struggle free here. We actually do, because I think he took a curved route there. I feel like he should have been able to cheer us. Okay, he's going to go for Agramai here. We have both our balls on the field. Does he have trump card? I feel like he's 100% trump carding that. We could heal up. If we heal up here, we could also rush the Cypher that way. Okay. But if the hunter comes near us, which the hunter is nearby right now. Yeah, there goes Agramon. I'd love to pick up one of my balls here. And hopefully the Cypher is popped here. I don't know where Wizard is. Wizard... Ah, he abnormaled it. Oh, we're screwed. I don't think he can fit through that. Man, seriously? You can fit through that? He did abnormal. I didn't realize he abnormaled it. He never swapped his trait. He just straight up started with abnormal. Ah, I didn't realize that. I would have just left the Cypher in that case. Or, not left the Cypher. I wasn't by the Cypher. I would have left this whole area entirely is what I'm trying to say. I don't think we're gonna... Ooh. I was gonna say I don't think we can pop it, but you know what? That changes everything. Okay. Problem is both me and Agumon are dead in a single infinite dash. So I'm not gonna do the gate. I don't think he should do the gate either. I would play safe if I was him. Stay by like a good window or something like that. He's not communicating anything, which is something I find really annoying about people. Is that even if the hunter's not chasing you, at least say something. At least say focus on the coding. Or say something so we know where you are, so I know what to do. But that just made it so much worse. He's getting chased and he's still not saying anything. So I could have been leaving that window way sooner. Instead, I'm just sitting there doing nothing when I could be going to the gate and helping out this anti-query. Now, it's not really going to matter because it's not like he's going to trump our teleport here. But it's little things like that that really piss me off because in a different match, in a different match, that would cost us a game by not communicating like that. So... Definitely something to work on and something to remember about this game. That you have 2 other or 3 other or maybe 1 other teammate there who are relying on you, who cannot make a decision until one of you bump into the hunter, because if the hunter's searching for a target, we all kind of have to rotate. Until someone gets kited by the hunter, we're not going to move out of our safe hiding spots just because we don't want to immediately go down if the hunter finds us. Let's see if he's high enough rank. I think he is, right? We should be the closest same tier. Yep, we are. Join us. How many people do you have, Wizard? Who are you even playing with? Yeah. I'm a pass. Hello, Bree. How you doing, Bree? It's 3 AM, obviously, so just popping in. Good luck in ringside. Thank you so much, Aventurin. Really appreciate it. Is Agumon from Omni? Yes, that's the same Agumon. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it's the same Agumon. Could you have pushed him back with the ball and rescued or forced to dash? Oh, that's a good idea. We could have... Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess we could have pushed him and then rescued during that time. I guess you got a point. Instead of using my ball to get faster to the chair, since it doesn't really matter, I was hoping to give us more time so that we can get that dash out, hopefully. Because if I come at 48%, it's less likely that he's going to dash on me or get a dash out. But it really is annoying. But what are you gonna do about it? I guess you're right. I guess we could have tried that. I'm not sure if it would have worked. Just because he can see us shooting the ball and just kind of move out the way. But it would have been worth a try. Hi, Spicy Noodles. What's up, Spicy Noodles? Tell Pit to 1v1 me. That would potentially give the chaired person a chance to dash. Yeah, you're right. I'm not really thinking about that, though. I'm expecting a farm against the clown, honestly. You're right, though. I guess we could have done that. I'm more so concerned about the rescue, not really whether they're actually even going to live. He is a lucky guy, and he did use the more important pallets on that area already. Alright. Priestess has the most skins. That's probably true. She probably does have the most skins. Her and Ripper. Ripper's got so many skins. He's got so many S tier skins. I don't realize it until I look at how many Ripper skins I have. And I realize, man, he has so many S skins that are just in the shop. Or like you could have gotten from an Essence or something like that. Like Golden Tentacle, Evil Eye Host, Calvibus Ripper, by the way. He's got white tentacle, green tentacle. I guess those aren't S tiers though. What else? What else does he have? I hate when people spawn factory. Don't spawn there. You're just gonna get cipher blocked. But anyway. Like, what's he got? He's got Golden Tentacle. He's got Evil Eye Host. He's got that one skin from the, like, an anniversary event. He's got the vampire skin from the Halloween event. I remember that one. I'm your hunter. Good luck. Have fun. Good luck. No that's. Anyway. What tier would you put Fire Investigator in? Honestly, I don't know. He has some cool support aspects about him. Ooh, that's not a Naiad, is it? I thought I saw Harpoon there for a second there. It's not a Naiad. We can actually see the hunter in the distance. It's a Naiad. No, it's not a Naiad. It's an An. Psyche, can I join next match? Sure you can. Yeah, I'll let you in. Just remind me when the match ends, because I might forget. Okay, she does end up hitting the puppet here. Definitely good for us, especially because this puppet was only gonna like run out in like 3 seconds, so I'd definitely rather she hit it than not hit it at that point. Maybe she really wanted that presence, you know? Figures that she's not gonna be able to hit him, so she's gonna take the hit anyway, right? Probably. You know, this puppeteer could. You can barely use the ability. That's the thing about puppeteers, that you can use the ability right before the Ant cancels it. Because when Ant tries to cancel your ability, there's 1 second where the survivor can still use it, but they see the animation happening of her trying to cancel. So he could just use the puppet right as she's doing the animation if he's out in the open and she's about to hit him. That way, if she because here's the thing, she also has to use it if she's close by. So if she's close by, then you're trying to run into the hunter. Maybe she just walked away from him, you know? Okay, we definitely want to do the cipher, but I am checking here for a forest cipher, because we've got to think about our next cipher as well. Dungeon is here, and the rescue is pretty clean. Very clean rescue. Unfortunately, Puppeteer can't use this ability in Tide Turner. Most useful survivor in Identity 5 right here. But maybe we can get a dungeon escape. You never know. All of my dungeon escapes that I've ever gotten in this game were never really planned. You know, I'll see dungeon and be like, oh, maybe this is the game, but I doubt it. And it's always those games. It's always the games that I never see coming that I get dungeon. You know, every once in a while I'm just like sitting on dungeon, I guess, and waiting for everyone else to escape. Those aren't really satisfying. Those are like, those I can see coming. And doesn't really feel earned, but man, like, those kites to dungeon, those are crazy. I've had a lot of those. 18%. Let's see what she does. That's a warp. I don't know why she's holding it. At least don't hold it so you don't show your trade. Now we know she has warp. Unless she's holding out a cross. Her cross animation is different from that though. So, it's a warp. It's pretty obviously a warp. I hate Puppeteer more than Psyche hates him. Dude, Puppeteer is so bad. At least he had no Tide Turn this time, so he could use his ability. But that's the problem with Puppeteer. That's kind of the problem with Puppeteer, is that right there he had to use his puppet just to get out of the chair, right? So when he reaches the kiting area and then she uses the cats on him, when he finally reaches the pallet, it doesn't do anything. He's dead. The puppet stalled for 8 seconds, I guess. Not bad, but still not great. Okay, so interesting warp. No one is there. Definitely want to pop the cipher before she comes here. She might have taken it back. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see if we get a heartbeat. We do not have a heartbeat. In fact, Blake is already telling us that the hunter's on his side, so we're definitely going to come do this cipher. I think a smart decision from the Enchantress there to no longer do the cipher. She knew that she could warp or teleport. But this game she has warp, but she's also playing around teleport. And she left the cipher, which is a really smart play from the Enchantress here, so really nice. That way she doesn't give an easy down. And as soon as this Anne secures her target on the Enchantress, we're going to go back on the cipher. Of course, though, I have to be careful because she could just go after me. She does get the cat on me. That's a little bit annoying. Maybe we can block the dash or something, but we're not going to be able to do that. If she had no presence, if she didn't have presence at all, we definitely would have lived there. But that's just the thing about And if someone didn't take advantage of those walls early on in this game, then it's really hard for anyone else to. Because not only does her dash go further when she gets full presence, we should really do another Cypher. Not really. Of course she went down though. Fortunately, she was too aggressive on that Cypher. If that Cypher was like 95, then yeah, definitely do it while I'm being chased. But since it's only 80, everyone else should leave, because what is the Ant going to do? The Ant's obviously going to go back to the Cypher. So there's no reason to pressure it. Now we're in a really tough spot. Especially because this is not going to be an easy rescue. No, I'm not going to... Oh, that's so annoying. I hate this guy. We're not going to make this rescue anymore because of that. In fact, she's going to kill me. There's nothing I can do. That's really unfortunate. You can't bounce off the ball during hit animation. That's really unfortunate. I mean, again, if we were playing a rescue, we can easily make that rescue, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Unfortunately, though, this Enchantress doesn't understand that, so she's over here. She's over here pinging you're on your own. Instead of being an understanding individual, she's being a toxic asshole. That's what she's being. Maybe we can still get a rescue here, but no. Blake is going to get a cat on him. But she's probably going to go after me. No, she's not. And she's just dying with 3 stacks. You weren't watching in that case. Wizard, she gets a 3rd stack when she gets hit. She had 2 stacks when she died. When she got hit, she died with a 3rd stack. We're not gonna live here. We can definitely stall, but... We'll dodge the cats that way, so that's pretty good. She's not gonna break it. Interesting. I would have definitely broken the ball at that point. She did break the pallet. I wanted to play for real. She could just vault that window and we'd be dead. Okay, this should run out. Okay, it barely did run out. Yeah, but the thing is, now we went too early to dungeon, so this was a real match. If she was actually trying to prevent us from getting dungeon, we would not get dungeon here. Because now she would just sit on it, so there's not a whole lot we can do. But she is giving it to us for free. Yeah, I know. I know it's a dumb thing. It's just people being toxic. For no reason. Just completely not understanding people. I mean, look, there's a reason she's playing Enchantress. There's a reason she's not going to be the world's highest tier survivor. There's a reason no one's going to remember Silver Crow's name. Let's just put it that way. Match was so scary you were literally shaking. Lord help me. Don't worry about it. GG's milk duds. Yeah, that's the thing. When Anne gets the full presence, it's a lot harder to kite her. With low presence, if you play Anne on a map like Hospital or Arms Factory, it is so much easier. These people out here make it look like Anne is a hunter that's always like a guaranteed tie character. There's a reason Anne is a less consistent tie character than Blood Queen, because her ability is much more kiteable, especially on specific maps. So. I mean, I hate it, man. These people make it look like Anne is like a guaranteed tie hunter, or maybe like, I swear, every single time it's an Anne, we almost for sure always tie or lose, because these people just don't know how to take advantage of just walls blocking the Anne's way. And it's really annoying. And so I'm over here using it, doing that for one dash, but usually at that point we don't have enough walls for a second dash because she catches up so much after the first one. Especially because it's not just that she gets a second dash. It's because the first dash is also upgraded. The dash is essentially double its distance at full presence. So she she doesn't really get 2 dashes. If we compare it to like a 0 presence dash versus a full presence dash, 1 full presence dash is basically like 2 regular presence dashes. It's not exactly, but it gets there. So she really has like around 3 dashes at full presence in terms of distance, which is ridiculous. Of course, that's going to be a lot harder to kite, which really puts into perspective. If you can avoid 1 jump, how is it that people can't like 1 full presence jump? If you can avoid 1 full presence jump, how is it that people can't avoid 1 no presence jump? So it's really annoying. Yeah, that's just true. The easiest way to tie or win your rig match is to just play mercenary. Like that game. If I was playing mercenary, that would have been the world's easiest choice because there's nothing the hunter can do. The hunter could use her cast to get close to me. She could dash up to me. I just dash away from her. It just ruins all the end's options, or any hunter's options for that matter. Any option of getting close to the survivor is non-existent when it's mercenary. Just because mercenary will always go past you, you'll always be behind him now. As opposed to every other survivor, you know. Every other survivor that's not a rescuer, because I know Gravekeeper will do the same thing. Courtier will do the same thing against Anne. They will just use their ability and go right past the Anne. So it's whatever. It's whatever. If she was smart, she wouldn't have done that cipher. I can't believe last season I was actually considering FO being better than Mercenary. I need my IDB card up. Let's see. You try to take the cat and block for him. Okay, I don't know if he realizes, but if you grab a cat and then body block, both of you guys are stunned. Both people get stunned. I know the other person doesn't have a cat, but anyone else in the cat is also stunned, so that's not a good thing to do. You can grab the cat and leave, but don't grab the cat and start staying near the person. Is Gravekeeper better than First Officer? It depends. It really depends on the situation. Usually Gravekeeper is better. On average, Gravekeeper is a better survivor. But it's just because of Shadow and Opera Singer that you see First Officer more than Gravekeeper inside of tournaments. So, at the highest level of the game, if I was the top 5 survivor, okay, and I'm up against the top 5 hunters, alright, the hunters are always going to be playing Opera Singer Shadow. Okay, so I have no choice. I have to go First Officer. In that situation, First Officer seems better than Gravekeeper on the surface because I'm always using him over Gravekeeper. But that's not because First Officer is necessarily overall better. It's just because of specifically a couple hunters. And even then, we would ban those 2 hunters, so we wouldn't really go First Officer if we banned those 2 hunters anyway. I'm never really a big fan of this spawn. It's like, okay. But the problem with this spawn is if you run to Graveyard, there are a couple hunters in the game where if you run to Graveyard against, it's very easy for them to hit you through the wall because they can just go around the side of the wall. You need to position yourself in a way where you are... Okay, it's a Night Watch. Let's see if he has a confined space. He does. It's really annoying. There are a couple, like this way. Now this way, when we approach Graveyard, now that we're approaching Graveyard from this side of the map, you guys can see that when we approach Graveyard from this side of the map and we drop this pal and hunters following us, look at how annoying it is for them to walk around this wall because they're not already on the side of it. As opposed to if I ran from that spawn over here and I start using the pallets, the hunter's already on the side. They've already gotten over 1/2 around the wall because they spawned in a way where when I go to graveyard and they follow me to graveyard, the walls are in the same direction they're coming from. Look at these walls. The walls are all pointing towards the hunter spawn, which means that when the hunter comes to me, they're already going to go on the side of the wall, as opposed to if I go perpendicular from this area. So like, let's say I come from church to graveyard. These walls are in a straight line blocking the hunter now. No matter which side the hunter goes on, they have to waste time going around, and it wastes a significant amount of time. So that way, if we position ourselves a little bit differently, just so the hunter has to follow us into graveyard from a different direction, we get vastly different results from graveyard. If I entered graveyard from the way I spawned, we would use our pallets way faster. He would like immediately jump over the pallets over here in this area because he's already next to us. We really wouldn't have gained this much. As opposed to us starting at church, he had to use a jump to get over the window. Had he not used that jump, I also would have made it a graveyard without an ability. So that jump forces us to use an ability. But now he has no ability going into the graveyard. He'll use a wind, but the wind is not going to stop us because now we position ourselves with the walls in a way where the wind doesn't do anything. And at that point, he could follow us with the jump. But we will already have started with some extra distance so that since he didn't already have a jump immediately available, that way, because he doesn't already have a jump immediately available, he has to first like start up his wind, and then that means we could set up like a pallet, and then we could drop the pallet. And no matter which side he goes around, we can get a pallet boost that way, and that way we will live against the jump. So ooh, we can actually get a free rescue here. He just gave us a free rescue. Thank you. I will absolutely take it. I think he knows. I think he knows that that if he just camps here, he's not going to win this game. He's going to lose if he just camps. So he knows he needs to go for a YOLO play and hope someone goes down very quickly. Because just camping, he's going to lose if he just camps. What's the buff? Basically, Fire Investigator can shoot farther now. He can shoot his ball further now, which is very helpful for support. Because when you're supporting and you'll be near your survivor, sometimes, every once in a while, you might have to like stand by them because they might be running away too far from the area you're trying to block off. So you might just have to sit there, wait for the hunter to get closer before you use the ball. You could shoot it earlier if you want, I guess, but then you kind of miss out on some value with the ball by pushing the hunter back. The other buff is that he decodes faster by default. He decodes 5% slower now instead of 10% slower. That being said, he only decodes 5% faster in the end game. So if you remember back then, a couple weeks ago, the Fire Investigator decoded 10% slower, but he could get up to 15% faster decode. Alright, which means in total he could decode 5% faster. But now they made it so that he decodes 5% slower by default instead of 10% slower by default. But obviously the devs don't want him to become like decoder focused. So what they also did is they then made it so that he can only gain up to 10% faster decode. So that way he's still maximum decoding 5% faster. That way. I'm not sure if Gravekeeper is going to be able to escape because he went for that gate. But yeah, anyway, those are the I'd say the decoding buff is the most major, but some other buffs is that with the ball, he can shoot the ball further, and also when you launch off the ball, it only takes 0.2 seconds to launch instead of 0.3. So if you notice there, it is a little bit faster now. Man, that patient took so long to get up. That was definitely maybe that wasn't a 30-second kite. It felt more than enough for Bree to have him pick himself up there. I feel like, at least. So I'm not sure. We have to go help him because obviously he's gonna go pick up Gravekeeper. Does he have peepers or something? Why is he only 21% healed? He should be more than that. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but 21% healed. It takes how many seconds does it take to heal up 20%? It takes 5 seconds to heal 20%. It's like 6 seconds. It's 6 seconds to heal 20%. So I don't know why he only had 20% healed there. That definitely took like 10 seconds to chair there. Maybe we could have picked him up had we had like 20% more, but probably not. Okay, unfortunately we're gonna end this game with a tie here. Bree should have just ran to the other gate instead of doing that gate. There's really no point. We already have someone working on this gate. There's no reason to do that. All that does is give him a person to have a comeback potential, and that's exactly what happened. That was just like a game sense thing. So, who do you think is better, Bonbon or Wax Artist? I can't tell you. I can't tell you based off of just hunters. Those are map dependent hunters. They're not dependent based off of their abilities that you can compare them. They're more so dependent on the map. Wax Artist is better than Bonbon on like places like Moonlit and Eversleeping in Chinatown. But Bonbon is better on Arms Factory and Hospital and Church. Because Waxers is one of the worst. Not because Bonbon is necessarily better on those maps, just because Waxers is just worse. Because Waxers can't shoot survivors that are behind walls, and there's so many tall walls that survivors can get behind. When they use almost any powder window on those maps, there's almost immediately like a wall next to them, so they could just go behind and you can't shoot them anymore. So that hunter against very good survivors is going to struggle a ton. Anyone with like any like sensible routes, an idea of how to deal with Waxers, Waxers is just going to be at a huge disadvantage where Bonbon would not have that disadvantage. He can still hit through the walls. So it's Waxers is like if you said Bonbon or Sculptor, which one's better? I'd probably say Sculptor is a little bit better than Bonbon, because those are not hunters based off of maps. Those are more hunters based off of their skills and how well they counter the survivors. As opposed to something like Wax Artist. Wax Artist is a map-dependent hunter. He's not really dependent on what survivors you pick. There are certain survivors that counter him harder, but more so, the important thing about Wax Artist is that the map you're playing him on. That's really the most important thing about Wax Artist. So I can't tell you Wax Artist is better than Bonbon. It depends. It depends on the map. So yeah, it's all about the map. Most hunters are not like that. Most hunters are not all about the map. Even hunters like Dream Witch, yes, they do better on Arms Factory, but that doesn't mean they're not one of the best hunters on any map. You can still play Dream Witch on literally any map. Yes, she's bad on Arms Factory. That doesn't mean that she's bad on other maps. So Waxers is a whole different story though. He is bad on other maps, and you shouldn't use him on other maps because you will be at a huge disadvantage, and your chances of losing are significantly higher when you go Wax Artist, as opposed to like any other hunter, really. Hell, you might even have a better... No, I don't think you'd have a better chance as as Hell Ember, but Wax Artist definitely does feel like Hell Ember on maps like that, where at least Hell Ember would have that Fire Spirit to immediately break the pallets in your way. Okay. What is this dude talking about? Wooden horses, wooden barrels. Dude, he's like that obnoxious lifeguard at every single like pool resort you go to. It's like, hey, don't do that! Stop doing that! This is the lifeguard that you hear all the time. He never stops talking. That's the lifeguard who loves using his whistle. Oh, it's like an event for the Olympics, kind of like celebrating the Olympics. Okay. Oh no, is this gonna take forever? Oh no. I didn't expect to have them. I didn't expect them to have 2 events in a row like this. We got an anniversary event, and now we got another. Like usually they don't do these big events in a row. Because these take time. They gotta write this out and everything. Get new assets and all that stuff. Yo, what's up, Beans? Welcome to the stream. The moment he touches the ground, his waist seems to have gone through elastic deformation like a soft steel wire. Is this batter? Are we talking about batter here? Okay. Oh man. Okay. Anything just horror related, anything like athletic, it just automatically I think batter. It seems like that's what they're going for here. All right, but no, it was Breaking Wheel. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Breaking Wheel has a new skin apparently. I didn't even know. Does Breaking Wheel have a new skin? So, do you think Enchantress would be significantly better if she had started with 3 seconds? Are you kidding me? She'd be an amazing survivor. You'd essentially have a survivor that could have a worse flare gun. It's essentially a worse flare gun, but she could get partial stuns back. So imagine Coordinator, but with extra stuns added in between. The nice thing about Enchantress is with Enchantress, you get a smaller controlled stun with the triple stack. And not gonna lie, sometimes, not even sometimes, a lot of the times, I have times where I shoot my gun, and I wish I had another way to get extra little stuns in, because I don't need such a huge stun. Sometimes I just need a little bit of a stun to prevent the hunter from using their ability, but I didn't need a gigantic stun. And so with Enchantress, with the triple stack, it's a weaker flare gun, but it will give you just enough time, so if you're trying to go for like a cancel ability strat and transition, you can very easily do that. And on top of that, you'll get like 1 or 2 extra stacks during your kite. And those little stuns will also help you barely reach areas where you otherwise might have like barely died to a Night Watch, who like might have almost sucked you in with his wind and you would have taken a hit. And so situations like that, I would love to have Enchantress. If Enchantress started with triple stack, that means she's starting with a weaker flare gun, but trading it in for smaller stacks. And that's not to say that she's a worse coordinator. That's to say that she's a different. She's got different situations where she's better in. Because sometimes you don't need that mega stun. You just need like a medium stun so that you can transition that way. Because sometimes I will notice like I will use the gun, and Hunter will just cut off all the distance sometimes because I'll get too much distance. Like I'll already be in the area I want to be in, and I'll shoot my gun and I'll go into the area right next to me. Right? But then I kind of just have to stand there because if I start circling it, well then they'll start cutting me off. And so that's a situation where the stun would not be good to have too long, because then that would mean that they can cut me off. And so I'm investing so much into an ability that I anyway didn't want to invest that much in, if you guys know what I'm saying. Alright, Hunter's right over there. He must have been chasing a target. Did I miss a calibration? Maybe I missed a calibration, but if he was chasing a target... Oh no, he hit a... Did I hear like a mechanic though? No, he must have been chasing someone, and then I think whatever that effect is called, it triggered. Okay, so we're up against a regular clown. This is just a regular clown skin. This is not the mini clown. Okay. So, okay, what do you think about taking half a quart's flare gun stun time, but giving her 2 shots? Okay, so instead of like a 6.5 second stun, you give her like a 3.2 second stun. Honestly, that again, in some situations it'll be better, and in other situations it'll be worse. If you're rescuing someone and you want them to go hospital because they got chair like around hospital somewhere, then you'd rather have the longer flare gun just to guarantee that they get into hospital, because the area is going to be pretty far away. If the area is right next to you, the 3.2 second stun would be better. Just like I was saying earlier. Like, if you're already by the area, the shorter stun is better. Especially because you're already by the area, so any more stun time than that, and the hunter will just anyway go around the area and cut you off. So you just have to stand there. Essentially, just wait for them to... come back. Like, go to you. I've had times, like, where that happens. And that happens a lot in this game. There is such thing as too much distance. There is such thing in this game as too much distance. Because if you have too much distance... There's a certain point where if you keep running forward, the hunter will see that and they're going to start ignoring all the powders you're going through and just go around and take a shortcut to you. Take a more direct route to you, I should say. Like if you're like going in like a straight line like this, and a hunter's coming from hotel, and you're passing by like this pallet and that kind of stuff, and maybe you're going to take this window and go through there. I guess this doesn't really count because you're still getting value from this one. The hunter has to go around it still. But if you're already in an area, like let's say you shoot the gun at restaurant entrance, right? You shoot the gun at restaurant entrance. Okay. Let's say you shoot the gun at like that green restaurant entrance. Okay, there's no way he can go around this. So he just has to leave. He did end up hitting the dash there. Okay. So it really depends. Like right now, if I'm playing the current coordinator and I want to kite at restaurant, but I need to use my gun to reach restaurant, if I'm right next to restaurant and my plan is to use the gun at like let's say the I actually don't know how we're gonna survive here. Yeah. Because the things he can go around. Oh my goodness, that almost worked. Chinatown is a little bit too open to do that, though. Let's see what he does. That was really good. That's really good. Now he just has to leave me. Or just, maybe he still stays on me, but we'll see. That one right there is an example of the buff, the extra distance buff being nice. Because you guys saw, we're waiting for him to get closer so that I know if it's safe to shoot my ball. Because I have to be ready. He might just go around the pallet side, and that way my ball is completely worthless. I want to make sure that he's going in my direction, but there's a certain point where if my range runs out, I just have to stand there and see if he's going in that direction. So that wouldn't really be ideal. We do actually decode 1% faster right now. Well, technically we don't, because we also have deteriorate and panic. So we're doing -5, 8, 11, 14. We're negative 14% slower, plus in my decode debuff 19% slower, -6%. Okay, we're decoding 13% slower right now than a regular survivor. But we have accelerated decode, so 13 plus 30, so we're actually decoding 17% faster right now than an average survivor. So the accelerated decoding is actually canceling out the panic and deteriorate, but panic and deteriorate is a very good cipher counter rush trade. No one talks about it, but if you guys are playing Hunter and you're not running deteriorate panic, you need to. It's an indirect cipher rush counter because everyone decodes 14% slower. I guess if you're not injured. If you're not an injured survivor, you decode 5% faster. Okay, she's gonna make the rescue here, but I can only insta-pop so fast. We could have insta-popped better there, technically, but someone is getting hit there no matter what, is the problem. Let's see, maybe she will live. Wishful thinking. She doesn't have a shovel anyway. I probably would not have rescued there. I probably would have just popped. Just so he's forced to make a choice. Because, yeah, you guys see, that chair is before half, so... Honestly, we could go for this rescue here. Problem is that he's just going to... I guess it doesn't hurt. We're at full health. If he comes back, we're just going to... Because we have to open the gate first. If I go rescue her and the gate's not open, there was really no point. Oh, he crashed. Does that change anything? I don't know. It doesn't, because he's obviously smart enough to go around, right? Yeah, so we're not gonna win this game. If I was Bree, I definitely would not have rescued there because you're not making that rescue. So you're getting hit there. We pop. Someone's immediately getting down. He leaves that person who's got knocked down and goes after the rescuer or whoever was on chair if he hit the rescuer. So that's not something you should do there. In that situation, when everyone is half health and no one can do a good rescue, because if you do a rescue, they're just immediately gonna get off of chair. What you should do there. Especially because it was her first chair. If it was her second chair and she only had like 20 seconds left on chair there, or like 15, yeah, he could easily go pressure the gate and forget about the chair. But right there, that was her first chair. We didn't have to rescue that. We could have just popped and we could have forced him to make a choice. That way, we also would have been full health, so his dash is completely useless. He could use it to hit us, but we will still live. That would have been a huge difference maker. Second, did you see people are abusing a bug to stop the hunter from banning survivors? No, I didn't see that. We also could have, I guess, popped early and just hoped he doesn't have detention. Or just hope that he just hits the dash anyway. Again, same problem. Same problem. I pop, a hit happens, and he's gonna knock down someone almost immediately. Maybe the borrowed time will save them, because if he uses the dash on the person on chair, then he doesn't have a dash to catch up with the borrowed time. They would need to be smart enough to run to a pallet, though. That's the problem. And maybe there's, like, you know, that pallet area is not the best in the area. Especially if those pallets are used. Then they, like, what are they working with? They're working, like, that one pallet in front of restaurant. Not that great against clown. It'll stall out the next dash, I guess, right? Don't use the bug. Do not use the bug. Don't use the bug. Just because I don't want you to risk getting banned or something like that. That's not a good idea to do that. Hi, I'm Kaiser Jin. Nice to meet you, Seki. Thank you. Could you get on the app so we can start the match? Nice to meet you too. But yeah, don't use the bug. You might get yourself banned. Don't do that. You're sorry? It's alright. It's alright. $10,000 to go bald once, or $100 every time you sneeze. $100 every time I sneeze? Are you kidding me? I can make myself sneeze. Hold up. You guys want to see? Oh, I'm gonna have a runny nose the rest of the stream though. There's like a vein in your nose, so if you trigger that vein, you can actually cause yourself to sneeze. Hold up, I'm about to get $100. Hold up. Whoop! I can't get it out. Cracking the system. Boom! $100. Where's my $100? But I always do that. If I ever have like an allergy day and I feel myself sneezing and it doesn't come out, I'm like, man, shut your body ass up. Sneeze already. And I start touching my nose, and that way I force the sneeze out. Okay. I got, like, let me go blow my nose. Okay, but regardless, I sneeze a lot in general. In general, I sneeze a lot. Not like a whole lot, like not like daily, but every few days I might sneeze when I get up, or like maybe my cat rubbed all over my face, so now I feel like sneezing. I'm pretty sure I could make up to $10,000 in the time your hair would grow back to go bald again. But that's the thing, it's to go bald once. It's not even every time you go bald. It's just to go bald once. Seki, you sneeze like a 70-year-old sailor. Gotta get it out. What the heck? That sounds like Ripper. I thought that was Ripper. Same voice actor? 1 sneeze equals 2 S-skins. I would definitely not use it for 2 S-skins. That's where the $0. You just turned the offer into sneeze and get $0. What did you do? How dare you mess with the offer? Persona 5 soon? Yes, Persona 5 is coming soon. Hope you guys are excited. I think it's this essence right here, right? We only get 2 essences? What a ripoff. No, I really don't care, honestly. I really don't care. Hold up. We're not... Okay, so this whole season, we're not getting a new character. Remember how they announced the new characters in, like, early summer? And it was, like, the Go-Man and, like, 2 other survivors? You guys remember what I was saying? Like, don't be excited. Those are for the rest of the year, not in the next few months. Dude, yep, I called it. The whole season, there's nothing new. For the next 3 months, there's no new characters. Nice. Called it. Yes, Go-Man is coming, but not anytime soon. Seasons last 2.5 months, around that time period, so. Yes, Go-Man is coming, but people get too excited about these characters, man. Like, you're not gonna be seeing them for the next 6 months. I'm just letting you know. One of them was Pharaoh Lady. Pharaoh Lady sucked. She doesn't get credit. If your... I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this right now. If your character sucks, you may as well have not even released a character. At least Puppeteer has one use. Alright? Pharaoh Lady's use is the exact same as Puppeteer. And I don't really count Puppeteer as a character either. Pharaoh Lady and Puppeteer both are kind of used against Shadow and Opera Singer a little bit. Because with Pharaoh Lady, she's already up on your cheeks. Alright? So it's actually useful to use the ability early. Every other hunter, no hunter you want to be using your invisibility that early against. But the game doesn't give you a choice. Lose all your eyebrow hair or lose all your nose hair. Easy, lose all your nose hair. What are these questions, fam? No! No. I like to spawn. You can go spawn at Birdcage. There you go. I don't think I've ever heard someone be like, oh, where's all your nose hair? You look so ugly without your nose hair. NetEase just making banished characters for a way to counter Opera. It's so bad. I know. Finally! You couldn't have said it any better way. Thank you. Lose all your hair or eyebrow hair? Oh no, Brie asking the real questions here. Yo, Burger's just gonna fall out. I'm pretty sure they would... I don't know. I don't know. Does it? Will they actually fall out? How would they fall out? They have nothing to attach to. They have nothing to form on. How would they fall out if they have nothing to form on? Alright, let's see if the hunter goes for me. Watch it be like Percy or something. Woo, Chungus! Someone's gonna get instant hit. And then we're gonna get blinked. Alright, no one got hit, surprisingly. 21 seconds. Oh, boy. It's okay. Maybe he'll survive. Maybe he'll survive. Like, I know I've taken no recovery hits and I've survived no problem afterwards. The problem is that he dies to blink. That's the problem. Doesn't really matter if it's no recovery. It just matters that he dies to blink now. It would matter... Oh, okay, you know what? I guess if he didn't take the no recovery, he'd probably have more distance to make that window, right? Oh, boy. Okay, so in that situation, I guess it doesn't matter, because it turns out he didn't have enough distance to make his next area. Man, this is so sad. Okay, he might take a hit. He's gonna use this hook to make the rescue, probably. I thought he would have shot at a tree. Maybe there's no trees. Yeah. Man, we haven't won a single game yet. We have not once yet today faced like a top tier hunter who's playing a top tier character. Come on, man. That's so annoying. Like, at least, we need to at least give ourselves a chance. Like, we're not even giving ourselves a chance with these kinds of early game starts. Yeah, like, if he chases me, I guess it would be better, but I'm not an expert at Fire Investigator. If only I was playing something better. Something a little bit different. Cancel the bell. So that we've all... At least he blinked. Maybe we can dodge this bell. We do. Yes! Yes! That is how you kite! Take notes, prisoner! Take notes! Take notes, fellow! Okay, no, I'm just being mean. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really lucky pounce. Like, I really thought we were gonna get hit when we pounced on him there, but I guess not. Oh boy, is he coming back? We also have, like, I forgot, we also have a bit of increased stun. I think I stun like 15% longer. I don't remember if I have any stun anymore because ever since they added useful persona traits like the one on chair and brewing effect, I just haven't had as many points to commit onto great strength. Me when kiting gets hit there. I really don't think I should have gotten hit. I really don't think that should have been a flawless kite there. I think we should have gotten hit there. Like, absolutely, I agree with you. That should have been a hit. Okay, I'm just gonna rescue. Like, there's no reason for Bree to go rescue here. I should probably stop running, because I'm pretty sure you can see my tracks through the walls. If I keep running like that. We have to elbow pad to the chair, because if I don't, he's just gonna soul siphon me. Beautiful! Love to see it! What was that soul siphon? You have to vault something or break something. There we go. Okay. I'd love to get my ball back here. We're in a tough spot here. He didn't break the pallet? Why would he not break the pallet? A patient could have just stayed here at that point. I guess he doesn't want to kite at the cipher, but like, where's he gonna go? Maybe he used a hook? Maybe he used the hook. Maybe he used the hook, because he's still alive. Okay, we need a cipher here, but our main cipher is at 2-story, and Bree is already on a cipher. That's the good news. Okay, it's not on me, not on me. I'm gonna say under change target because it's not on me. Okay. The good news is, man, this is a great last cipher to have against Wu Chang. There's nothing you can do about this. Oh, this is not our last cipher. My bad. Yo, we also just decode faster because he chased us this game. So we decode 3% faster right now. Technically, we decode not, like, no speed faster because Panic is canceling out the additional boost. So it's whatever, right? At least we're decoding even speed, okay? 3% faster. That's pretty good, right? That's solid, right? I'm so scared he's just going to soul siphon here. We're going to take a hit. Like, if he soul siphons to that hole without the pallet there, that's not a safe area to sit at. Against specifically Wu Chang, it's not a safe area. Okay, there he is. And he is soul siphoning. Who would have guessed? Oh, he's going to do the same thing again, and we're going to do the same thing again to him. He does get rid of the ball. Oh, that's so annoying. That was a mistake on my end. That's a mistake. That's so sad. He's not going to get a hit here. Oh, I think we might live here. Okay, no, I think his soul siphon is gonna run out just in time. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it does. Okay, change target. So, what was my mistake there? Some of you guys might be wondering, what was my mistake there? I heard him charge attacking, so I should have known the ball was about to be broken the moment I place it. So what I should have done is I should have ran to that window right in front of me, and I wouldn't have taken a hit there at all. That was the correct play. Because going upstairs assumes that he doesn't break the ball. That is the correct play if he doesn't break the ball immediately. But he did break the ball there immediately, so... Oh, this is so risky. Do we just go for it? Okay, we got it. Alright. Let's see what he does. I don't know where dungeon is. Oh my gosh, she's still got 2 shovels left? Okay, one of those shovels are about to break, though. That's the thing. Hunter changed target now. We're just gonna leave that ball there. You know, it could just boost her into the gate. She does have 2 shovels. One of the shovels is almost useless, though, so she essentially has 1. Man, it's so sad that we can't win these games. See, there's no reason we should have lost or tied any of these games. It's just like back kites at the start of the game. Your ping spikes. Sorry, does your ping regularly spike? Okay, she has to use the shovel there. Okay, she does get the hit out. You know, she could last until detention, but her area sucks here. This last area really sucks. She could stall it out with, like, these two pallets. I don't know if it's long enough for... Oh my god, but the shed pallet is still here, right? He never broke it, remember that? Oh no, please, Bree, tell me you saw that. Please tell me you didn't leave too early. No, she's gonna die. She lived! He somehow missed the blink. Okay, she should have died there. I don't know how you missed the blink, but we'll take it. We'll take the win. Finally. That should not have been that difficult, but whatever. We're just gonna take that. What are these questions? Lose 2 feet of height or lose 2 fingers? I'm not answering that one. Lose 2 feet of height. I'm gonna become the same height as Bree. No, I'm not gonna let Bree be taller than me. Impossible. We're not letting that happen. Bree, you hear that? You hear that, Bree? I could lose 2 feet of height and I'd still almost be your height. How tall are you? Like 5 feet 9, 5 feet 10. I haven't measured myself in a long time. Like a year or two ago. So, who knows if I'm still growing or not. I don't. I definitely don't. Excuse me, you talking about my height? Nope. Nope, no one's talking about your height. Who was talking about her height? Miki, was that you? Miki, I know I didn't hear you talking about her height. You can do 1 finger each hand. I'm still not talking about it. It's a gruesome question. I'm not even gonna consider it. Oh, we got normal mode. Oh, we can't play. Oh no, we can play. All right, I have no idea how to play. Oh, we're just eating up those boulders. Yum, yum, yum. Yo, can I grab the ducks? The ducks are bad? Aww. I didn't think they'd be bad. Oh, I forgot we need to press this. Oh, we got a golden wave. Surf's up, bruh! Gotta catch some waves. That was a really bad impression. Alright. Oh no, we died! Oh, we gotta munch on those rocks. Munch. Nom, nom, nom. I eat rocks for breakfast. What are you talking about? SS rank. Ate up like 5 boulders. SS athlete material right there. Let's go. Oh, we got an orca as a decoration. That's cool. Or is that a killer whale? It's an orca. Are they the same thing? Seki's big bag mistaking the ducks for Chick-fil-A. Why are there gigantic floating ducks in the river anyway? And why did they hurt me so badly? I thought Banner's supposed to be built. Why is he losing the ducks? Oh my god. The success of the athletic games owes much to the meticulous... Is this a real priestess skin? This looks like a copy-paste of the batter one. Preparation of a chair lady who is renowned of her deep knowledge. Okay. Cool. Cool story, bro. All sports enthusiasts. Can someone tell me why cheerleader is the journalist? Why is journalist not the journalist? Could someone tell me this? Someone, please explain. Why? Why is a cheerleader the journalist? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it's the universe we live in. That's a dolphin? That's not a dolphin. It literally said orca in the name. Well, these events are starting to make less and less sense. I think the brain router is getting to the devs. Oh! Where is she? The person we need! She's the person we needed. She's the person we deserved. And we didn't get her. Journalist is the journalist? So who is cheerleader then? Oh, so journalist is the journalist. Okay. Then who's cheerleader? That's what I'm wondering now. Dude. Alpha's misogynist in this man? What is going on? Devs, what kind of stories are you writing? Oh boy. She's just vibing. So journalist is just slacking and send off cheerleader to do her work. Why is cheerleader interested in writing? Cheerleader is interested in writing since when? Oh, I'm sorry. I should not be taking that spot. Alright, spawn's all yours, Kaiser. Okay, never mind. We live in a society. Has everything you... Oh, have everything you taste like peanut butter or only smell pennies when you breathe in? Oh my god. Do you guys ever like pick up like a bunch of change? Like the guy at the cash register gives you like, alright, here's your change. You grab it, you put it in your pocket, and then you just like think about that nasty metal stench that gets left over on your hand. And you're just like, is it left on my hand? Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. Okay. Focus up. We're probably not gonna win, so not much hope of focusing up, but focus up anyway, right guys? Copium. Anyway, it's Mad Eyes. We're definitely losing. The lower tier the hunter, the more we're losing. Uh-oh, here it goes. Here it comes. Oh, there we go! There we go! First chip of the game. Hold up. Here comes my chip. Here comes me. Now that I spoke. No, my reflexes are too fast. Watch his big brain play. He's gonna put the fence. Yep, hold up. He's gonna do it again. This is literally all you have to do. Why does this work? Because the only people who play Mad Eyes are people who are good at Mad Eyes. If you are a good Mad Eyes, you will know to do that. You will know to keep checking the console and immediately put a wall before they can hack it. If you are good at Mad Eyes, you will do that. So, anytime I see Mad Eyes, I just automatically assume he's a good Mad Eyes, and I just don't touch the console, and they waste all their energy for me. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Right there, he just YOLO walled right there, because he was trying to hit me on the side somewhere. Okay, he's trying to hit me. Yep, there we go. I'm pretty sure this console doesn't have energy to wall me anymore. So, we're still fine. I could not make it any simpler for you guys. Because of the heavy mind games Mad Eyes has to play, you could just predict his prediction, and it's just like, it's just that kind of game, all game. And at some point it gets like really tedious, because obviously you don't know if you're going to predict them. Did he just teleport on me? Okay, no it wasn't. Okay, but it looks like someone else who wasn't paying attention to the teleport. Are you kidding me? Did you get body blocked with walls? Guys, this is the type of stuff I'm saying. I told you we're guaranteed losing this match. Cause why is someone doing shed? That's the easiest place to get trapped on. Even if you don't get trapped, you can't do the server because he just blocks it off, and it's just blocked off for the next 30 seconds. Like that's the annoying thing, is that the lower tier the hunter is, the more often I find myself losing because people just don't have the game sense required to go against this kind of hunter. Like, as long as you don't do the Cypher, there's nothing he can do. As long as you don't touch Shed, or like a Cypher that can be cornered, there's nothing he can do. That's the thing. All he can do now is just hope you don't react to his walls. Which is, that's not a good hunter strategy in the slightest, by the way. So now he's gonna block off my cipher. He doesn't even block off the cipher. We can still decode it from the front side, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we can. That was a really bad block from the Mad Eyes right there. I can't read chat this game. I have to pay attention to the console. It happens to be that decoding the front side of the cipher is probably the most predictable spot. Okay. That console is not next to us. The console he's doing that with is the one over there. You guys see that one right over there? He's doing it with that one. So he's still able to block off the cipher is the annoying part. Mostly because he has full presence now, and because he killed someone. So when you kill someone, you just have time to do that now, so... if no one died there, then he would not have time to do that. I mean, he could if he wants to. But you know, that means he's not chasing the person, and the person is not going to be dying to him anytime soon. So... Come on, man! At least we have accelerated decode now. That's going to help a lot. So he's going to try to do the same thing. Not a whole lot we can do about it. He might have messed it up. No, he did not mess it up. Let's check, though, just to make sure. Okay, no. If I had to guess, he's probably walking up to the cipher right now. Oh, he's going to keep doing this all day. Again, it's fine. Oh, the problem is it's not really fun because we're not getting... Oh, he doesn't have Blink, right. So he has a trait that's not going to help him kill anyone. Okay, so there we go. That's what I was saying. Here he is. Problem is this console's probably going to be like full energy if Bree didn't get rid of it. Okay. I'm hoping Bree got rid of this energy here. Yeah, she got rid of most of it. The rest of the energy just came back over time. That's gonna kill me one of these days, isn't it? Okay. Hunter's nearby. I'm really scared that she got trapped. Okay. I mean, maybe I should just leave the cipher and go to a big boat. That's assuming there is a big boat cipher, though. I mean, right now there's really no reason for me to go anywhere. I guess there is a reason. Just so that we have a third cipher, I guess. Oh, she got trapped. Maybe? Maybe I can hack the console. But... Oh, we're getting trapped. Alright, that's rough. Maybe he ran out of energy? Okay, we can't dodge anymore. Oh, we actually slipped through? Ah, I ran into that one. I maybe could have lived. No, he has help, or we wouldn't have lived anyway. Oh, we actually went down. Okay, so now we can do this. We can at least do the cipher now, but yeah, this game's over because he got full presence very, very easily. No one was even pressuring him with like a good kite or anything to prevent that from happening. Because here's the thing, Mad Eyes will get presence over time, of course, with insolence, but it's not that simple. You can't just... That was behind me. It's not that simple, because if you don't have someone on chair, then it's only a matter of time before they pop the survivors. You can stall as much as you want, but it's only a matter of time. Because they have 4 survivors alive. Compared to right now, it's a lot easier for Mad Eyes. There's really nothing we can do. Maybe we can, like, dodge or follow me or do something, but... Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so at least we got all the energy out because he's not using it anymore, so... Oh. That's nice. I forgot that it goes down because there's a console nearby. Okay, Shed has energy. We might die. Just... I don't know why he didn't connect the bush. Why did he not connect the bushes together so I couldn't just slip through like that? That's a Mad Eye's mistake right there. Hopefully he doesn't have Street Sweeper. He probably will see us though. Okay, I'm running away from that console because that console definitely has a lot of energy compared to Shed. Shed doesn't have a lot of energy. But now this console next to us has a lot of energy unless we deplete it. Yeah, it's just at least we're stalling the Hunter, so at least Blake can maybe get some good decode in. But yeah. I'll stall it out as much as I can. Oh my god, and we actually live too. No! But... that windmill console is really getting on my nerves. It's really hard to survive. Okay. Again, we're just gonna run away from the consoles. You guys see these consoles he's checking with? Those have energy. Those are the ones we need to stay away from. So as long as we camp this console, there's nothing he can do. This is like our safe area. There's nothing he can do as long as we stay on this console. And I need someone to come to me. This is kind of like the part where voice chat would be helpful. I'd be like, hey guys, if possible, come over to me because if I leave, he's going to start trapping me with walls. Ooh, Bree actually heard me. Thank you, Bree. Okay. So now Shed is being checked. Again, I'm not entirely sure on the range of the Shed one. Sorry, not Shed. Shore is being checked, so... Just gotta be careful here. Ah, man, that sucks. Okay. So at least now we won't die to a single wall hit, which is really nice. That console still has no energy. Sorry to tell you, man. Especially when they use full presence on the energy, the console can't get its energy back while full presence is active, so... If you use full presence on a console, we honestly don't even need to do anything. He's gonna block off this area. He's gonna bring his main body here and block off the cipher. The other problem is that this is a Shed cipher. We really don't want to do a Shed cipher. Yeah. We're just gonna run out. It's not worth it. I can tell you from experience, and very recent experience at that, that we don't want to do Shed. So we're not gonna do that. There is middle. Middle's cool. Middle's a cool option. The only problem with middle is that there's multiple consoles that protect it. But here we go. We managed to hack into one of them, so this is just officially now a safe zone for us. So if there's ever... Oh boy. So much for that. Okay. Here's the thing. He's using energy on that console. We drained at least half of it. There's only so much he can do. I think he's watching me now. Okay, no, he's not. He's still watching Bree. Let's just hack it then. Teleport. Again, I mean, he really should have carried Blink, because at least if he carried Blink, he could stall out for Blinks. Now he's not doing anything. Okay. He's gonna try to protect this console with that console. We got rid of most of the energy, at least. I think this is the first time I've decoded in 10 minutes now. I don't think I've touched a cipher this whole last 10 minutes. Okay, Hunter's nearby. There's really no reason to destroy this console anymore. Where is our other cipher? I don't want to do middle. Middle kind of sucks. Let's go search for another cipher, actually. I think there might be a corner one. Yes, corner is amazing. Yes. This is the one we should be doing, because corner only has one console protecting it. And even then, we can actually go all the way in the corner and it won't really be able to reach us anymore. Okay, he is checking it though. He's not a dumb hunter. Oh no, there's this console. Well, I kind of body blocked myself in, not gonna lie. No. We might die here, fellas. We might die here. Not gonna NGL. We might die here. Okay. He triggered full presence. Let's get out of there. Kind of the same deal here, though. Yikes. At least we bring attention to us so that they should be decoding on paper. Again, another teleport here. We do have a pallet here, technically. So it's not like as simple as just vaulting a wall. Oh, he's gonna block me in. Okay. This console's almost out of energy here. I'm not sure though, because he was using multiple consoles. We gotta get rid of at least one console. Okay. No, it didn't have energy to block him off. Oh, why didn't he take the free hit there? He's crazy for that. Oh no, he's destroying my balls. No, those are really important. It's a lot harder to trap me in when I use these balls. I don't understand. Every time I'm pressuring the Cypher, he comes to me. What are my other teammates doing? Are they also not? Are they not pressuring a Cypher? Because there's no way you should be able to. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bree, get out of here. We don't need more than 1% on a Cypher. Why are all three of you here? Okay, no, Bree is gone now. At least Bree is gone. Guys, do different Cyphers. Do different Cyphers. When I say corner Cypher is such a good Cypher to do, I mean one person does that Cypher. Every person needs to be on a separate Cypher. Were you guys just listening to me this whole time while I was saying which Cypher I'm gonna do? I mean, I know you guys weren't doing shit at least. At least you guys weren't doing shit. You know what? Blake, just stay there. Okay, never mind. You know what? Blake, you're closer. Just stay as Shed. Just stay as Shed. No wonder we're not getting Cypher progress done. Why are we all going to the same Cypher, dude? That's so annoying. I was in that weird in-between where I was in the middle of hacking it and then I got hit. So now he's just gonna keep doing the same thing. No, he actually trapped me. Well, I messed up. At least he already used his teleport, but why are we all on the same Cypher, dude? That's so annoying. I'm over here getting so much energy out. I was getting so much energy out this whole game. And it's like we didn't even have anyone decoding. So annoying, man. You were in the middle Cypher? Last time you pinged, you were at corner. Or maybe that was Blake. I just don't understand how am I getting 500 energy worth of walls on me? Like, no, because think about it. How am I getting 500, hundreds upon hundreds of energy and focus being used on me? Hundreds upon hundreds of energy being used on me. And we don't have anyone doing the Cyphers. Like, what do you mean? He literally teleported on me multiple times. So you guys have free reign with your body to do your Cypher. He doesn't even know how to block Cyphers. What is a Cypher block? He's still doing it wrong. He needs to spend extra energy to block it off. He's still doing it wrong. Dude. This is so dumb. Because, like, now that I'm thinking about it, how much energy, how much focus and attention did he put on me where my other teammates could then destroy the console? How many seconds did I give for our team to do that? A lot. A lot. Not to mention the time he used the whole teleport. Went up to me, walked up to me. That took a lot of time. Went up to me just for a singular hit, and he got stunned anyway. Like, come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I know no one was getting teleported on and focused on as much as I was. He could not kill me for the life of him. I could not do a single console. Every single time he tried to destroy... Every single time I tried to destroy his console, almost every single time, he was on me. Well, you know what that means when he's on someone? That gives everyone else time to start mad focusing, laser focusing on their consoles. I don't understand. I don't understand. Are you guys like doing the cybers instead of destroying the console so that way when he runs out of energy on me, he just goes back to you guys because no one did anything about it? Like, how do we have zero pressure going on is my question. How do we have zero pressure? I had so much pressure going on me that I don't understand. That's the thing. I don't even want to go back and rewatch. Like, what was going on? I'm not going to show the replay. We're not watching 17 minutes of that match. Not to mention that I don't even want to talk about that early game kill. Like, seriously, dude. I'm not rewatching. Bree, you probably were not decoding that console. You can tell me right now. You're over here saying you're decoding. Come on. You have to decipher. You have to decipher the console, then decode. Especially when someone's getting chased and teleported on like that. Dude, I played too well for us to not tie that game in the end. The amount of dodges, the survivability, the game sense of staying by the consoles so that we're not easy targets. Ugh. No. No, I'm not taking any fault for that. You've seen multiple matches now of high tiers getting clapped. Joy, that makes absolutely no sense. Did you not just watch 17 minutes of me clapping him with his own walls and his own consoles and his own logic? And literally at the start of the game, I was just mind gaming him, just not even doing the console, and he was wasting his energy. So many good plays from me. I hate to toot my own horn. I hate to have this ego. But so many good plays from me, and you're over here telling me the top player's getting clapped. No! No, I'm not taking credit for that. I am not taking credit for that loss. That was not me. Segi, which character are you in IDV quiz? I'm not doing that. It's just a waste of time. Dude, I don't care. That match actually made me salty. Like, come on. Hundreds upon hundreds of energy and seconds wasted into me, and I never died once until it's like freaking 10 minutes later after all that harassing on me. You are infertile from eating scented candles. I don't have time to be focusing in the match. Who's decoding and what is everyone doing? Only when I'm no longer getting chased am I being like, wait a second. How did I spend all this time and it feels like we made no progress? I don't get it. At least you got the benefit of the streaming that match? What kind of benefit is that? Yes, I streamed to show how counterable Mad Eyes is because of how common Mad Eyes is. So you guys now will know how to counter Mad Eyes. Big freaking whoop. Do I have more? I have more. Thank you for the tutorial. Whatever. That is, yeah. You refuse to be wrong. I know, because you're Latina. See, at least Bree did good. At least Bree did good coming over to me to heal me that one time I was by that broken console machine. That was good. Thank you, Bree. That was a good play for me. So, can you play First Officer for my birthday? I'll Venmo you $5 gazillion. Sorry, we're playing Fire Investigator today. Whatever. You were running around breaking consoles. My man, all you have to do is break the console on your cipher. That's all you had to do. My man over here says, I've been destroying consoles all game. Where is our decode? Sorry, Blake. I don't mean to insult you, but... I didn't ask to be born Latina. No más tuve suerte. Oh my god, bro. I can see the hair falling off. Dude, I swear, man. This is why I just don't play rank anymore. Like, you can't just play with anyone anymore. Like, oh. Imagine how come y'all aren't on VC together? I guess I didn't want it. No one offered, to be fair, but I also didn't ask to be in VC. You'll live second. The world kept singing. I know, and I'll forget about it tomorrow. Live streaming white hair development. Not today, my birthday's later. You'll have to remind me when it's your birthday. Or only rank with pros? I should be doing that. That's what I should be doing. Okay, we do have a prisoner. Unfortunately, we have a prisoner. I mean, prisoner's not helping our cause. But I'm not going to go into that. Who are the pros nowadays other than competitive players? Honestly, no one. Literally no one. Who is even considered a competitive player anymore? I don't even know. Is there any player I can think of that is like I would consistently want to play with? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We're gonna have another 17-minute match. We're not gonna have a 17-minute match against Herman. Herman is actually a normal decode hunter. The thing about Herman is that the reasons matches seem long is because people don't memorize what cipher they're connected to. Like right now, I'm taking notes about what ciphers I'm connected to, so that way when I finish the cipher, I'm gonna do graveyard next. Why? Because a bunch of progress is going to graveyard right now. Because I'm decoding this and it's connected to that one. I'm also decoding it towards middle. Hopefully someone will finish it eventually, but if not, that's okay too, because everyone else has their own cipher machines. As long as you're doing a cipher machine you are connected to at the start of the game, you don't lose that cipher decode. So it ends up being around the same time matches. The only reason it would seem longer is because a good hermit starts making sure so that the connected ciphers you were decoding to, once you start doing them, or maybe like right now he could honestly do it. Like, he splits off the decode right now and makes my cipher, that was decoding graveyard. Oopsie, I forgot. I was in the middle of talking. I should have switched there. I just took damage for no reason. But anyway. You see, like, right now. Like, that way I'm no longer... Well, no, that's not a good play because now I'm decoding normal speed. He could have swapped the decode to be... We're going to use this because I do not feel like getting hit by a zero presence ability. And then taking a free hit like that. He might break it, but it's not a big deal. Oh, he just disconnected mine. Okay, I see. So you see how much progress this cipher has? 33%. That's nothing to laugh at. That's a lot of decode. Hopefully that person just pops the cipher. Just pop it. You know, you can die there again. Just pop it. If he pops it, he can die there again. He can definitely pop it. Oh no, but he can't because he's gonna give right. Yeah, that's why he was running. Okay, never mind. He was making the right call there. Never mind. I'm wrong. Okay. Fire Investigator is like I wasn't really tracking my health. Not gonna lie. 0.4 plus 0.4. I should be at 0.8 right now, and I will die to a basic hit with no polarity or no sheer damage. Yeah. Remember, we still have a lot of decode on the map. We have Backgate almost done. Graveyard is 60%. I know Blake has a cipher, and Bree has 54%. This match is actually absolutely tieable. There we go. She popped it right now. I don't know why he connected her cipher to that pop cipher. So now we don't even have to... Oh, you know what? Maybe Prisoner set up a connection. Maybe he didn't connect it. No, the connection is literally connected to a different cipher. You guys see that? No, Herman literally just connected the prime cipher to her. Interesting. Okay. We reset though. Successful reset. Pretty decent. Only problem is full presence now. Full presence is a really big problem. There you guys go. Cipher's almost done. A lot of people like exaggerate slow matches against Herman. If you just keep track of where everyone was decoding, and as long as everyone is pinging all match, you actually end up with matches like these, where there's just all the energy doesn't disappear. The decode doesn't just disappear. It just goes on another cipher machine. All you have to do is go do it. So yeah, we really weren't even that far off from a win here, honestly. I think it's just like the blink screwed up the the what's it called? We do survive here, that's why I did that. If I didn't survive there, I wouldn't do that. I just want to make sure he gets the full value out of his hit boost, you know. I have to be careful here because I definitely don't want to go to the gate and reveal myself out in the open with a charge on me. Definitely don't want to do that. I can't actually switch to red here. Hopefully Blake can touch this gate. And then he can actually save Bree's life here, Mochi's life. If he switches to blue here. Okay, no, she just removed the polarity herself. Even better. The BM ball. Okay, so we are sending energy to the other gate. It's not going to matter this game, most likely. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, there we go. And from now on, he's not going to do the gate. Oh no, but he could put red on her again and then I would die. No, I guess there's nothing we can do about that. I guess he could take over this gate from me and I could go into locker. Oh no, but then he would die to the red. Yeah, never mind. That doesn't make a difference. I'm sorry, Bree, it's only 84. A couple seconds more. Like, okay, we got 5, 4. Stream's on a 1 second delay though. Okay, so it's more like about now. Oh no, I should have said it sooner because it's on a delay. I said it later. Oh, that's sad. We were so close. Bree did so well. Oh, he's just gonna wait for his ability now. Oh my god. That could have costed him. That could have costed him. Him swinging at that wall like that. Obviously, though, we couldn't have known that he was gonna do that. Instead of going to prison, I think criminals should be forced to endure 17-minute Mad Eyes matches. I don't know about you guys. I thought that match was fun. I thought the Mad Eyes match was fun. It really forces you to think differently. It's a different way of playing the game. I like it. It's just annoying because then like if someone does something that's like, oh my god. It's like those kinds of hunters where it's like it only takes one game sense thing to completely mess up the game. That's the one thing about them. Like on paper they're like very volatile hunters. On paper they're very volatile. Like it seems like they can easily trap someone and get an easy kill. On reality, no. People just don't do that cipher. That he could easily trap on. Ciphers, what kind of ciphers am I talking about that he can do that on? Great examples. Let me just go through all the maps. Any on Arms Factory that he can do that on, where he could like trap you with a single wall. It could happen on the front gate on Arms Factory within the 2 pallet area, but it would have to be a pretty long wall, and you should be able to react to it. So I don't know if I really count that. Probably not. If he has full presence, he could honestly do it to you on Arms Factory, but he would need 2 walls to do it. Also, I'm pretty sure that that console will be broken, though. That's the other thing, so he wouldn't be able to get it immediately. What are some good ones to do it on? I know Birdcage is a good one. That can happen to people pretty harshly. There's also that one Ruins Hospital one. Oh, see ya, Bree. Any other ciphers that like Maddox can do that on? Not that I'm thinking of. You guys saw that Lakeside Shed one. He can do that. He can just trap you with a single wall on that map. It's alright, Bree. No worries. Any on Moonlit that you can do it on? Here's the thing. You don't need to memorize it. You don't need to like be writing down a list. Oh, so he says these servers, these servers. You can just look at it and figure out like, oh, can he block this off with a single short wall? If the answer is yes, don't do that cipher. Because he could block you and then the game's over. There's like other spots too with Mad Eyes that it's not really the cipher you should be worried about. It's more so everything around the cipher. So let's say you're doing church and it's Mad Eyes. I would not recommend doing church against Mad Eyes because if you ever need a kite there and let's say he teleports on you or something like that Mad Eyes had teleport. Or maybe he just walks up to you. Let's say you choose to go use the shed church window, the church window connected to shed, that one that's going towards shed I should say. He could block that off with a wall. One wall blocks off from wall to wall and you could be stuck there. So that's why you wouldn't want to stay church. You wouldn't want to stay church because the cyber gets blocked. It's more so because the areas around it. Like he could block off the entrances to church and prevent you from escaping. Or if you go for the window, then he'll just, instead of blocking off the window, he's going to let you vault it and just block off the area in front of it with a wall instead. And he could do that. Anything else? You know, there's that Ruins, the Ruins Hospital. If you ever vault that back window in Ruins Hospital, he could just block that off as well with a wall. You gotta be really careful of, like, not just decoding, but hiding areas. Like, where can he do that? Where he could just completely block you off with a single wall. Anything that takes more than one wall, you can usually kite there, because it takes too long to create a second wall without full presence. Psyche, should I quit my minimum wage job in fast food to become a professional speed hot dog? Hey, if you can do it, then go ahead. But I don't know if you get paid well for that. Are there any other survivor abilities that remove polarity? Well, let's go through them. Perfumer technically can, but you have to perfume before you get hit by a polarity. Let's see. Not you. Okay, Gravekeeper does remove polarity. Entomologist, no. Painter, no. Batter, no. Merchant, no. Patient, no. Psycho, Dalvalus, nope. Antiquarian, nope. Journalist, I guess, could body block it with a little bro, but because it's like an area of effect, you'll usually get hit with the little bro. That's the problem with Journalist against Hermit. He could also just hit the little bro. He could also put polarity on the little bro and just hit him, and he'll still put damage on the other survivors. I guess if you get a perfume with Lucky Guy. There's really only 2 survivors in the game who can remove polarity, but Lucky Guy, if you get a perfume as well, could do it. Psyche, let's play rock, paper, scissors. You go first. How is this fair? I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, didn't Explorer get a buff? I completely forgot Explorer got a buff. We gotta play Explorer. It's actually a pretty significant speed boost you get. What was it? What was the speed boost? 25%. Uh-oh! We're not watching Surgical Goblin right now. How did I even get there? Oh, because I clicked video guide. Alright. Resident Evil crossover with IDV? Oh, you're shooting your shot way too far. Alright, Fire Investigator it is. Do I even want to play Fire Investigator anymore? What am I going to play that's going to save our match? What could I even possibly play? There's like always this problem where like if the hunter knows me, I don't think they would chase me. There's always that problem. Obviously Acrobat's always an amazing choice. Acrobat is just auto-pick the best survivor to pick here. Mercenary is better because we are missing a rescuer though. But obviously we don't have a rescuer. That's a really bad survivor spawn from this Antiquarian. Okay, I'm gonna take this spawn. What is her spawns? What are these spawns? Man, I'm not trying to be racist here, but come on. If your name is in Chinese, do you not have any idea about Chinese strategies at this point? I thought Chinese players were supposed to be more well-knowledged. People always be tooting Chinese servers hard, like, oh, Chinese server is so good, it's so hard to rank up. Man, I bet you for every 10 extra top players they have compared to our server, they have 1,000 extra more bad players compared to our server. Because they have more players than us. The more players, the more worse players there's gonna be. I don't get it, man. How is this logic working? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding about the server thing though. Like just because there's more people doesn't mean that more of the yes, more people are gonna be good, but also more people are gonna be bad. It's like, yeah, I'm canceling you. Okay, but I don't actually expect this anti-crane to know. If you play in NAU, just don't expect anything at this point, really. It's like, yeah, I'm uploading this on Twitter and canceling you. It's Jover. It's Jover. They do have more good players, but they also have way more bad players. There you go! Oh, yeah! Oh, who's laughing now? Guess who Cypher got blocked? I bet you really thought about that clearly. Yeah, that's the other thing. Half of the Chinese names aren't even actually Chinese players. That's the other thing. What the? Tram? Tram, you better not be playing some magician tricks on me. He's gonna go invisible and slam me one of these days, I'm telling you. But yeah. 59%. Not bad. Honestly, for a first hit. It just sucks because he's playing prisoners, so he's just gonna get blinked. Very good Kai. That's a very good early game Kai. To take your first hit 60 seconds in. The problem is blink. That's why decoders are so bad in this game. Because you can realistically do at least 60-second Kai. Afterwards, you're gonna die to blink. Damn. Alright, so much for that. Oh, I think middle might be blocked off. Yikes. It's Jover. Should we do... I'm gonna do Island next. That was a pretty decently long Kai. I mean, we finished the Cypher. The only reason we're that far behind is because Anti-Crane chose the lovely spawn that she chose. And got blocked in the process. But honestly, we're not doing that bad. We're not doing that bad on decode. It's just like the start was really bad. Throwbacks to when Tram incapacitates survivors. You guys remember that? You guys remember when Tram deleted survivors and just made them knock down? It feels so bad, man. He did a decent cut as prisoner, but it's like if the map was more forgiving, he'd probably live there. Just ever sleeping kind of sucks as for kiting raw. Hopefully we can finish that middle cipher. Maybe that prisoner connection is gonna be useful. If we, yep, there we go. That's pretty good. I mean, that's good value. No one had to walk over. No one had to waste their time walking back to that cipher now. Uh-oh, she might be dead. Oh. If only she had like swung to cancel that. Maybe she tried to. Maybe she was just late on it. It could happen. Oh no, not this game. That was close. No. Oh, 99. Watch out for the harpoon, Blake. Okay, good. Play Kerr with turtle skin. I wish we could, but this is the last match. The last match for today. Also, we're not gonna play it on Everswimming. I gotta get a good Explorer map. You know, if we get a map like Leo's Memory, it doesn't actually matter that we're the turtle skin because we're gonna be underneath the snow. So she's actually not gonna. Well, when I say she, I mean the hunter. The hunter's anyway not gonna see us. Okay, she's opening a chest. I don't think that's a good idea. I feel like the knight might have heard that. Okay, she didn't. If she heard that, she would have ran. Oh, she has tinnitus. She's tinnitus, so... Oh, okay, never mind. She lets her. I was about to say she has tinnitus, so maybe she's gonna... go back to the cipher? Camp the cipher? Oh, no. She opened another chest. Okay, this time, though, the hunter was far away, so I don't think the hunter heard the chest that time. I'm just being careful. Oh, shoot. How did I get 59? Oh, we might be in trouble. I think I got 59 because she returned the harpoon right as I stepped in it. Right? Yeah, gotta be careful here. We anyway can't do the cypher because it's in water. No, it's not. I lied. It's not in water. My bad. Okay. We're definitely gonna heal the antiquarian here. Absolutely gonna... Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just thinking the one way she stops this match is she's trying to find antiquarian. I mean, if he's chasing the patient, then yeah, we absolutely don't heal, but I didn't see a ping from patient in a while, so I wasn't sure. So she's not chasing anyone, it's better to heal. That's why I wanted to heal there. But if he's getting chased, then yeah, better to do the cypher. I completely agree. But now she's gonna get a snowball on. She's gonna get targeted. Hopefully Blake can do some progress on the cypher. She did not block this. She did not block the cypher, so we can keep doing it. Wait, she was searching in chests and she still has stick. Why didn't she just go straight to me for heals then? I guess it's because the hunter was nearby, right? No! She actually got body blocked by that. I'm sorry. I thought she would keep running forward. Okay. Forget this. We don't need the cypher. Blake's got a cypher. Okay, this water though is a problem. Cool, just gotta make sure we don't get hit by that 50. That's the biggest thing. We can actually sneak a rescue in here. Because she returned her harpoon too late. I think the cypher should be primed now. I'm just gonna walk out. It thought... You know what? That's actually a mistake from me. I should have purposely taken damage there. You know why? Because then I would have been full health, no water. Does that block? Oh, yes it does! Yes it does! Oh, that is brutal against Nayad. Her harpoon should run out now. Here comes the blink. Oh, protect me! We're alive! We're alive! Okay. We're alive! She can't go through there because the ball's blocking. But the bees are gonna cancel the... we're not gonna make it, are we? I think she's got one more dash. Oh. I don't think we're gonna live. I just don't want to get hit by like a 50% water right now. I don't see a way to avoid this one though. Okay, or she could do that. Tram, save me! Do something! Oh my god. Tram might actually do something. I mean, we had to vault it. If we don't vault it, we're gonna die. Oh well. If we get on the tram too early, she can also just walk to the other side and kill me immediately, though. We have to, like, time the tram so that we get on right before it leaves. Oh well. Dude, was dungeon at middle? Dude, please don't tell me dungeon was at middle and I was just blind. I kited away from middle because I didn't see dungeon there. So, okay, will you post more on Insta? I don't know. Probably not. If I had something to post, I guess I will. Were you in Team Potatoes? Yes, I was in Team Potatoes. With Blue Race Car and John and Mumu and All For One. That's actually where I got my YouTube profile from. Someone drew it for me when I was in that team. Well, everyone got YouTube profiles, to be fair. Everyone got profiles. She drew it for everyone. Who was that? I don't remember who it was. If I go back, though, if I go back to the pin message, I would see who drew it. Because I think it was John who showed that someone made art for us, and he said who it was. It's like, if you kite as a rescuer, do you get less points? I have been mailing rescuer... Mailing rescuer? What do you mean mailing rescuer? Maining rescuer, I'm guessing, and taking kite. My points are abysmal compared to the other people who didn't kite. Really? How long are you kiting for? You should be getting still kiting points. Yeah, it's too bad. If we got on tram, if we managed to get on tram, because here's the thing, we don't want to take the tram when it's at Fake Gate because then we get dropped off at Corner House Gate. That doesn't do us anything. We have to get on at Corner House Gate and then it'll drop us off at Graveyard. Even then though, we have to, it's tough because for us to do that, we have to get on right as her harpoon's on cooldown. Because if we get on while her harpoon's available, either that or she has no dashes. If she has no dashes, then we might also make it. I don't know though. I don't know if we would make it. We don't have any balls. You know, I actually made a mistake on that Kai. When I did that really cool body block in the alleyway, I should have just immediately started running to an area closer to dungeon. Right? She died with full stick on top of that? Okay, if she's searching 2 chests, I thought she was searching 2 chests. Because I thought she used it all on her Kai. No. Well, not her kite, but when she was supporting. And then I think she took the kite afterwards. No, I can't remember if she took the kite afterwards. I can't remember. Either way, I'm surprised. She did. She had all stick? I don't believe that. No way. You kite for 120 seconds, but you get like 2 points or even lose points if the others lose. Okay, but that's... I thought you meant like... No. You're getting +2. Why are you... I'd have to look at the match in detail. No, rescuers get the same amount of kiting points. They do. They do get the same amount of kiting points. If you kited well the whole game, you should be rewarded well. You should be rewarded well. I thought you meant like you were winning matches. How are you kiting well and still tying and losing? Because you said you did 120-second kites and you only gained 2 points. That means that you guys tied. Otherwise, you'd be getting +9 or higher. Yeah, I don't really know. That's so interesting. That's so interesting to hear that I kited... I really didn't kite that much this game. No, well, I also did do a rescue, and rescues are worth a lot. Let's see. But Bree kited a long time there. I don't know, maybe there is something to look into there. I mean, I also kited 90 seconds, though. She never got a rescue. I did get a rescue. I also got a pallet stone, so that's worth 600. Decoding isn't worth as much. It only gives you like 1,200 compared to like kiting, which gives you way more. We really kited about the same amount of time. I'm not gonna lie, this kiting time's kind of boosted because I did go rescue, so that does count as kiting technically, even though I really don't think it should. No, don't send me the match replay. I'm not gonna watch all of it. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna watch it. I guess I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm just not interested in watching it. That's the honest truth. But yeah, I think it is something to look into. I don't think that makes any sense. Like, I don't think you should get less points for it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. Just send me the match. If I decide to watch, I'll watch. If not, then it's whatever. Second, can you see ABCs backwards? I definitely can't. I have to think about it by going forwards first. Alright, have a nice night. If you ever need someone, feel free to send a message. Sounds good. Thanks, Blake. Whew. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for today's stream. I like Fire Investigator. Is it really that big of a game-changing change? Maybe for supporting it is. Other than that, you know, this faster decode, it just helps. He's already a good character. These like little things just help. I think we could see him in Call of Abyss. I do think that he's a genuinely viable character to see in a competitive level. He does have his uses. I think it's really helpful to be able to boost other survivors and help people transition, or just also choose a body block and during someone else's kite. Like, you can still put balls while someone else is kiting. That's not something like you can't do. You could absolutely do that. You don't have to have them bounce off of it. So I like him. I like Fire Investigator. I think by far though the decoding buff is the best. 0.1 second faster on a bounce is nice though. So yeah, I like the change. I don't know what I would do to make him top tier. It's hard to say. I think I said I would make the ball inflate faster. I think that would be a great change. If you really want him to be good, I would make the ball inflate faster. It'll still push back the hunter, but it would just inflate faster so that you as a survivor can use it faster if you want to do that. My god, 59 days to do this? Oh my god. I guess it is Midsummer Nocturne. It's going to be the whole summer. But dang, it's going to go into like September? September counts as summer? I don't count it as summer. Psyche, do you still think Anti-Corinne is best survivor in the game? No, I actually don't. I actually don't think she's the best survivor in the game. I think you will notice a lot. You will notice a lot in tournaments that people don't actually use Anti-Corinne a lot because it's really bad against Shadow. It's not good against Gamekeeper. It's not good against Wax Artist. It's not that great against Hermit. It's okay, but it's not the best. A lot of these hunters on the other side of the book, they just... It's honestly a struggle. It's honestly a struggle using Anti-Corinne against these hunters, like Shadow, Wax Artist, and Gamekeeper mainly. These are the main ones to worry about. Dream Witch is another one. So a lot of the top tier hunters, the best hunters in the game, like Shadow and Dream Witch, they do pretty well against what's her name? Against Anti-Corinne. With Anti-Corinne, I guess against Dream Witch, you could try to position yourself so that both leeches are on the same side, so that when you swing your stick, both of them get hit. That's the way it works. That any hunters in your swing radius will get hit. So both 3, 4 leeches, if there's that many, they'll all get hit by an Anti-Corinne stick, I'm pretty sure. And I guess in that case, there's some outplay potential, but usually you're getting patrollered, alright? Or, well, I guess if a Dream Witch is trying to stay far from you so that she doesn't get hit, you could just choose to drop pallets then. Point is, she kind of struggles against the current best hunter, 2 best hunters in this game, which is like Shadow and Dream Witch, and Opera Singer she does fine against. I'm not gonna... Opera Singer is one of the best, but I will say, Anti-Corinne does do better against Opera Singer. A lot better. Because Opera Singer actually has to get close and use basic hits. But yeah, it's rough. It's definitely a lot more rough for Anti-Corinne ever since Shadow came out. I think it's because of Shadow mostly that it's became a lot harder for Anti-Corinne to be used in top tier matches in competitive. Now, of course, if you ban Shadow, then very often you'll see the hunter ban Anti-Corinne at that point. But she's still a very, very, very good survivor. It's just if you go on a map like Moonlit or Leo's Memory, you're not going to be picking Anti-Corinne. Mostly because of Gamekeeper, honestly. It's a combination of things. First of all, Acrobat Impatient is so good on Moonlit. Okay, so that doesn't make Anti-Corinne worse. It just makes it harder to find a spot for her on the team. Because there's just better picks on Moonlit. The other thing is that you'll just get shreked on by Gamekeeper on a map like Moonlit if you do go Anti-Corinne. Now, so not only is she like a worse character on that kind of map than other characters are, like Acrobat and Patient, but it's just there's a hunter that's also really good on Moonlit, and so you'll die there. Leo's Memory, kind of a similar story. Gamekeeper has a lot of stuff to hook off of there and quickly catch up to you. I guess you could also use it to your advantage and circle around Tree so that he can't get a good hook on you, and then maybe you'll get like a good stick on him by forcing him to circle, but I won't lie, it's mostly because of Gamekeeper and Shadow. Those are the big two. When Gamekeeper like got buffed, Gamekeeper is not like the world's best hunter. Like, you can still do well against Gamekeeper as Anti-Corinne, but when Shadow came out, you really need to go shadow counters. So I prefer hunters like Gamekeeper a lot more. I love seeing a game that encourages strong kites from survivors, where it's like no one is hard countered by anyone. I don't like that Blood Queen is hard countered by certain survivors. I don't like that that almost all the survivor side is vice versa countered by Blood Queen. I don't like that. You can't play most survivors in this game because of Opera Singer. I want hunters to be in a position, and I want survivors as well to be in a position where, yes, there are bad matchups for you. Like, yes, it's worse to go against this hunter than this hunter if you're playing the survivor. Let's say you're playing something like Patient, then it is worse to go against a Geisha than it is to go against a Ripper. Yeah, that's going to exist, but you can still kite a Geisha as Patient. You can still do well. You can still outplay her. You can still force her to dash and use the hook by using pallets first and go in a specific order, not just brainlessly use your hook. Obviously, then you're going to get hit because it shows a level of skill from the survivor that you know that you got to get the dash out first. So you're not just going to use your hook because you know you will take a hit if you do that. Or maybe you do use your hook, but you use your hook in a way where when you land, it's behind a wall, so you still can get dashed on. That's good use of your ability. You have a disadvantage, but you are still showing that you can still counter this hunter with your survivor if you play well. I like that in survivors. I like that if you play well, you can do well against any hunter. I don't like that we have hunters like Blood Queen that make Enchantress impossible to use. I don't like that we have Dream Wish to add on to that make Enchantress impossible to use. I think Enchantress is a cool survivor with that really encourages, like, if you can get a good early game, you will get a good late game. The problem with Enchantress is that she just doesn't start with stacks. You can get the first 2 stacks pretty easily without getting hit, but then the 3rd stack's a nightmare trying to get without getting hit. The moment you get hit is the problem with getting hit to gain stacks is you just get blinked. That's the other problem with Enchantress. So if she just gained a stack, a lot of the problems would be forgiven with Enchantress, and she would be a lot more of a versatile character. Someone asked me, what if you gave her 3 stacks? You might even make her an A-tier character at that point, but knowing the devs' levels of balancing is they don't like to make new good characters, which I hate, by the way, but knowing the devs, something the devs could agree with, I'm sure, give her 1 stun. But if I was the devs, I would probably make it 2 stuns because I want her to be viable and just reduce the amount of time it takes after. I would probably reduce the amount of stuns she could get after the first stun she gets. Make it slower than it is now or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe she would be a balanced character because honestly right now, she sucks. She sucks. She's good against a couple of hunters, and even against the hunters she's good against, you could still get your butt kicked against, like Bonbon. Yeah, you'll get stacks, but you'll also die to blink against those bombs. So maybe you'll use the stun on the blink and you time it perfectly, or maybe he'll just keep bombing you from a distance. There's still problems with Enchantress, even against her best hunters. So I like to see more survivors like that. I want to see more survivors that are not just hard counters to hunters that exist in this game. I don't like that. Antiquarian can kite a Gamekeeper, even though when she gets hooked, she can't use her stick. You can still use your stick before he uses the hook, and he can't swing for 15 or so seconds if you use all 3 in that moment, because you know you're not going to be able to get a chance later. It's not a hard counter. You still have a kiting chance if you play well and you know what you're doing and you go to the right area. Obviously, you got to be in a better area the worse your character is, but you guys get my point. I don't like hard counter characters. I feel like each side should have a chance. That's why Patient and Acrobat really need a nerf. They really need a nerf on something like Moonlit. I don't know if nerfing them is the right way though, because you're gonna nerf the character. I really would just nerf it on Moonlit. How would you nerf it on Moonlit though? I don't know how you would nerf Moonlit to make it so that. You know what you could do? You know what the devs could do, but I doubt they're gonna put this much effort. You could make it so that at first stop and 4th stop, instead of it touching the floor, this is a much bigger problem on a 4th stop because the roller coaster touches the floor for a lot longer on 4th stop. How about on 4th stop, they make it so you guys ever see that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob goes on a roller coaster and it turns out it was just a tiny bump? Make a tiny bump where it's tall enough where survivors and hunters can go under it right next to 4th stop. I would like that. I like it so that way if you patient hook
from one side of force up to the other, it's not like you're automatically just boom, your chase is over as Hunter. You can't kill him anymore. That way you can still go around. I would like that. I would like that as a change. Like make a small bump where like if you're going on a roller coaster, it would make sense if you're on the roller coaster. So that way if like it touches the ground and then for a moment closer to the forward stop it goes up and then onto the station. You could also make the station taller. That's another thing you could do. You could also make it taller and add more stairs to make up for the fact it's taller. And that way you'll touch the bottom of the ground and then lift off the ground when you're going into forward stop. So that way hunters could go underneath it. I feel like the devs could do that. That would be a good nerf to forward stop. I hate coming up with these ideas that the devs are never going to put in the game. Because then after I come up with this like good idea, I'm like, dang, they're never adding that. Would it still be too good though? It depends how close you put the hole next to forward stop. Because if you put it like closer to the pallets, then it's still basically useless. Because then the acrobat's just gonna go the other direction when he balls. It would make the loop a lot less good though. So did you know that if you play Gishon Leos and use the snowball button, you can make it seem like you dashed when you really didn't? No, I didn't. What's the animation look like? I actually didn't know that. I don't know if I'm gonna have a snowball button though. I always just have it turned off. Shoo, where's Snowball? Does this actually work? Oh my god, it actually works. The search actually works. I thought it was gonna like demand an uppercase S or something like that. Let's go. We'll definitely take it. I'm curious. I want to see how the animation looks. I thought you couldn't have Snowball in rank though. Like even if you have it on, I didn't know you could have it. Oh my god, you're right. It makes her angry. That's such a weird thing. That's not a good thing at all, by the way, to do that, because you make yourself slower and you make yourself angry. So that has no strategical advantage. So this is like what it looks like. I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of confused how you could think this is the same thing though. This she's clearly holding her hand behind her fan, and this she's holding the snowball up. I guess maybe when she's mad and she holds her butterfly. Maybe. I don't think this really adds a lot though, because it doesn't really do anything if you're holding the butterfly. Like, yeah, the survivor sees you holding the butterfly. What does that do though? It just tells them that you're holding it. You didn't actually start throwing it. They're not going to default until you actually throw it. So I guess you could make yourself mad by doing that instead of like swinging. Because by that logic, if we're going off the mind game of making her angry to make it look like she dashed, then how do you know she doesn't like just do this? How do you know that she doesn't just... Let's go to a pallet. I don't think the snowball is that great because like how do you know she doesn't just do this? Like this is also gonna make her mad. Like swinging also makes her mad. I don't think snowball provides any advantage. But yeah, I could see how it could confuse you. I think with some practice though, you can see the difference. It's because of the sound that it makes. Okay. Again, I don't really think it's a big deal because if she swings, she also makes that sound. So, and obviously when she swings, she's not dashing. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Sometimes I can't see Geisha, so if I hear the sound, I think she used her ability. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. I still don't think it's like great point because you're gonna hear a very distinct whistle when she dashes. It's a very distinct whistle. And just being mad and like using your snowball or attacking, you don't make a whistle sound. Like you make a fan sound, but you don't make a whistle. So it's a different. Even if you're right next to the butterfly, it still makes a whistle. I'm pretty sure. It'll be a lot shorter of a whistle, but you'll still hear it. Honestly, it's not that much shorter though. You'd have to like fail your butterfly to have a short whistle. It's not letting me use it. Okay. Anyway. Any recommended hunter for newbie rank? Yes, go Wax Artist. No one has any idea how to use talls against him. They'll just use any powder window against you. That's where you get the free hits in. The type of powder windows you use against him matter a lot. So definitely use Wax Artist. It's very easy because most low tiers, they don't even have good routes. You can forget them knowing what pallets and windows are good against Wax Artist at that point. If they don't even know the good routes in general, they're not going to know how to change their routes to make it good against Wax Artist. So go Wax Artist. That's why he's so good, because people just don't know. There you go. I would recommend Wax Artist. He also has good cipher control. It's not like the best, but it's decent. You know, even if someone doesn't die directly on the cipher, his range on his 1000 presence, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. I'll give him that. So if you're just starting out, not only is he a great hunter to rank up with because people struggle against him, he's also easy to play. Like if I wanted to give you another hunter that's like really good that people don't really play around, I'd give you Clerk. I'd give you Clerk as well, but Clerk is a lot harder to play if you're not used to her. It's just a mind thing. You have to know if you're going forward or backwards, what your recordings are set to. People say she's a hard hunter. She's not a hard hunter. You just have to know when you have forwards activated and when you have backwards activated. After that, you're fine. Opera Singer is another great choice, but she does require really good movement. Like, I'll show you. You do need to have good movement with Opera Singer. You gotta be moving quickly, and you can't be making mistakes with your dash. If your mistake is that you're constantly going to the same shadow, you will lose with Opera Singer. But if you don't make any mistakes, even if it's not the world's fastest dashes, even if you're not going like from shadow to shadow immediately, even if you're not doing Call of Abyss level jumping, as long as you don't miss the shadow, you'll be doing a lot better already. But I'm not gonna lie, it does help a lot. It does help a ton if you're able to go just instantly like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like if you know what shadows are the same and different, you could just very quickly stack up dashes and all that good stuff. Just go in like a just you don't even have to play competitive matches honestly in rank mode. Just practice in custom matches. Just going from like shadow to shadow. Like if let's say a survivor's gonna drop this paladin, where should you go? Or a survivor's running exactly this route. How do you shadow after them? In what order do you do? Which walls do you choose to maximize your speed at how fast you go with Opera Singer? And so if you know something like that, it makes it a lot easier. So definitely a big help. And you could just do it against the bots. I know the bots might not drop the pallets, but it's still good practice because it helps you just get used to control. So I would highly recommend going Opera Singer or something like that. But yeah, like just go Opera Singer. It's a great hunter, best in the game. Requires very specific hunters. Just memorize like which wall is the same. Like right there, I forgot that that's all the same wall. And it's like something you learn when you play Opera Singer consistently. You know, you'll just get used to it. Okay, that's really annoying. So like right there, for example, I would have a cooldown. You obviously should turn off cooldown though, so you know when you messed up, or something like that. Like we could do it right now. That way, if you miss a dash, you'll know because you'll go on cooldown. It's just having good movement with Opera Singer. That's the most important thing. Whew. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's another good one. Someone else made a good point there. And is another good one for low tier. Very easy to play, and a lot. Actually, you know what? You remind me. Very similar to Waxers, where people don't know how to use walls. People just don't know how to use walls to block off a and dash. So they'll just kind of run out in the open, or they might drop a paladin, and it makes it so easy for you to just go around and stun them. Man, I will say definitely the nerf to the full presence, making it so that the full presence goes at normal speed. It's a pretty significant change. I don't actually know where the survivors are. I'm pretty sure they're just healing the knockdown mercenary, probably. Ooh, that was a clean dash. And there is a difference, by the way. There is a difference between full presence dash and... Man, I wish he canceled my recovery there with his dog. It's important to know both full presence and no presence dashes. Because with full presence, you can go a lot further. Okay. But... yeah, that's Abersinger. Definitely 100% recommend Abersinger. It's not like Shadow where... because here's the problem with Shadow. Which, I cannot recommend Shadow or Dream Witch to a low tier. Why? Because Dream Witch is not so simple as dropping a patroller and just chasing after them. Abersinger is a lot like that. Waxers is a lot like that. They focus a lot less on cyber control. So if you're new to the game and you're struggling, to just think about what to do, then good news for you is that chasing is perfectly fine as those hunters. It's kind of like your strong suit. It's really your strongest suit, and that's really where you make the most time. So, definitely would recommend something like Ann or Waxers or like these Abersinger, these chase hunters who don't really focus too much on pressuring cybers. They just focus on just good chase, good selection of like when you see like Moonlit, go something like Waxers, because it's really hard to counter Waxers on a map like Moonlit because not a lot of tall walls in the way, something like that. So just stuff like that to keep in mind. Alright, they picked up the postman. For a second there, I thought he would vault into me, not gonna lie. But yeah. Here's the thing about Dream Witch and Shadow. Dream Witch and Shadow teach something completely different about the game. And this is something you'll learn the more you play Hunter. It's something you learn the more you play Hunter. You'll realize sometimes you could have won a game if you had just been in a different place at a different time. And instead you wasted time being in a spot that ended up being bad for you, that didn't give you anything valuable to be in that place. So what's a good example of this? When you're camping chair. Here's a good example. You're camping chair and you're waiting for the rescuer to come, or waiting for someone to come. Okay, you're waiting for someone to come. And your plan is to just camp, right? You don't want to leave the target. But here's the thing. If you see 3 ciphers shaking, you're making a mistake by being in the wrong place at the wrong time, because now they're doing the ciphers extra. And that's like a little bit of position knowledge. With these hunters that aren't Dream Witch or Shadow, you don't learn about it as much, but you learn little bits and pieces about it. So that when you go into Shadow matches, when you go into Dream Witch matches, you're like, oh, I remember this. I was in a situation like this where I was camping, but I see 3 ciphers shaking, but I also don't want to leave the chair, or else someone could like easily leave. Now, as a hunter in that situation, you should still leave the chair, and you should just keep an eye on the other ciphers to see if they stop shaking. But as Dream Witch or Shadow, you'll notice that, and you'll be like, ah, but I can both camp the chair and go after the survivor at the same time. And that's the thing about those hunters. That's not so plain and simple as just chase. It has a lot to do with like your ghosts and your leeches being in the right place at the right time. Like, if a cipher is like 80%, and you're not camping it as a hunter, even though all the stars like half health, and they're all like near it, you're making a mistake by actively going after one survivor and then just chasing them when the others are going back to the cipher. You should go back to the cipher, because if they're going back to the cipher, you should go back because your goal is to the cipher. That's another positioning mistake where like you'll chase the wrong person at the wrong time when really you should be pressuring the cipher because other people are also going to the cipher that you could also go after. And at that point, your mind game, your goal at that stage of the game is to just get someone on chair. If you can get anyone on the chair next to that cipher, you're in good hands. Or just knock them down. If you don't have time to chair them because you're also afraid they'll chair them. Sorry, I kind of slurred my words. Or if you don't have time to chair them because you're worried they're gonna pop the cipher while you're chairing, then don't pick him up because that's another positioning mistake. Don't leave the position if it just means they'll pop it. If you can pressure it and if they're letting themselves be close to you, go after them. Forget about that knockdown person. They're stuck there anyway. So it's like little things like that about positioning where you need to learn about the game. It's not as simple as just chasing. It depends on the map. It depends on the ciphers. It depends how much progress that you have on the cipher. It depends on how much health the survivor has. It depends on the area nearby. What cipher are they pressuring? Is it a cipher in a safe area or is it a cipher that you can definitely get hits on them? Like how far should you dig into the cipher and think about like, okay, is it worth being in this position even? And that's something you learn about as you slowly play the game. As you slowly play the game, you'll be like, oh, I should have been there. I could have prevented that. Or no, I shouldn't have gone to that gate because they popped the cipher on the other side of the map next to the other gate. I should have gone to that gate because obviously they're going to go to that gate. The gate closest to them. Right? Honestly, they could like brain game you and they could just go to the further gate and think that you're going to go to the gate that you popped the cipher. And they could mind game you like that. And I've done that before, I'm not gonna lie, I have. Like, if I know the hunter is a good hunter, I will definitely avoid that. Against any hunter, you should really do that, if you're worried about that. So, it's like little stuff like that. If you have no clue which gate the survivor's on, your best bet is to check what cipher gets popped last, and try to make an estimate which gate do you think they'll go for. If you're on one side of the map closer to one gate, your position, you can use your position to figure out, hey, they're probably not going to go to the gate that I'm on the side of. They're probably going to go to the other gate because they're not going to go to the gate that I'm near, right? So they're going to go to the other gate, and then you could use your position to then figure out, hey, they're actually going to go to the other gate. It's like little stuff like that, right? So you learn that through the game. The more you get better at the game, well, then I would recommend to you Shadow and Dream Witch. Because they're more about positioning, less about chase, and more about outplaying the survivors, just thinking about where they're going to be at what time, and stuff like that. So, combining your leeches together is also really hard. Just combining them together, just having two leeches chase a target, it's really hard to control both of them to be near the survivor without one of them like splitting off or going off on the side or something or getting stuck on an object. Alright. You can jump under the staircase at a hotel. I don't really do that. I haven't tested it enough to know if it's consistent. Is it consistent? If it's not consistent, it's not worth doing. Okay, we need to do practice mode, and we gotta do Chinatown. I'll try it out. I've only just stopped seeing Anns in low tier. Don't bring them back. Again, Ann is a good hunter for the low tiers because the survivors don't know which pals to use. It's another good example. Kind of like Waxers, but Waxers is even better because Waxers has no limit to his ability as long as you're not constantly spraying your wax. So, alright, I'm going to test out this Acrobat thing and we're going to call it a day here. I have seen it before. I've seen this thing before, but okay, hunter spawn at right there at 2 stories, so we can just teleport to them. I don't know, it looks a little bit sketchy, but who knows, maybe it's actually reliable. Okay. If it's like something where you gotta be in a very specific spot, if there's like very little room for error, I wouldn't count that like a reliable spot. I'll try on multiple angles, though. Maybe it's like a different kind of angle thing. But yeah, I would definitely not recommend doing this in a real match. Maybe you just hug it. Maybe that's okay. No, I doubt. That's what I thought. I definitely... Unless there's like a very easy way to do this that I'm not thinking of, I definitely do not recommend this. Maybe like you gotta go over these barrels. Cause like this crate might not be jumpable. Do we have a crate right here that looks just like that? I think we do. I think it's literally this crate. Can you jump over this crate? You can jump over that crate. You know what? You can also jump over this. Okay, I was just too close. You can jump over both of those. And you guys see, it's copy pasted here. It's the same obstacles as over here. So we should be able to jump over this. In theory, right? But again. As Scab, how consistent is this? Is this like a very easy thing to nail, or is it like a 1 pixel thing? Again, maybe it's like at an angle. I could have sworn I saw someone go in a straight line. It's close. It's close. I'll give him that. It's definitely close. But... honestly, though, if you're over here, I'd rather just do this. If you're over here, it's just so much safer. You don't think that works? Scab here says that this does work, and I think I have seen this. Do you mean the ever sleeping stairs? Because I've seen it on the ever sleeping stairs as well. Again, maybe you just gotta hug it in one spot, but again, those are the types of finicky jumps where I don't want to do. You never see people use it under the crates. Maybe I'm doing the wrong spot. Maybe this is the wrong spot. Under the crates? This is definitely not under a crate. This is under a staircase. Maybe I'm just doing it in the wrong spot. Hold up. I might just be doing it in the wrong spot. How about this? Scab, where are we talking specifically? Okay, no, that's definitely not gonna work. This is all invisible wall. Are you talking about these stairs? You're not talking about these stairs, are you? You mean under the crates or over the crates? Under the staircase at hotel. I mean, this looks like a staircase. Is Scab, are you in here anymore? Anyway, I'm sure you guys can find a Twitter clip somewhere about it. Don't use it though. You're probably not gonna make it. It doesn't seem very consistent. If you don't nail it on the first try, and if you gotta try multiple different angles before you finally get it to work, don't use it. I just would not recommend. It feels like from here it should work. It's close, man. It's close. It's close. It's close. I'll be happy just to nail it even one time at this point. I never thought about how you could do like something like this here. If you drop it perfectly, you'll actually block off this section here. And you don't even need to drop it that perfectly, honestly. The hitbox on the balls are huge. They're really big. Would it be worth it to do this, though? Oh, you can't jump over. Okay, so you do have to be on the staircase. But yeah, that's cool. Assuming you don't do that with your ball. Because, yeah, I definitely missed there. Right? Yeah, I missed. This is the newer one. Alright. We're going to call the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Firefighter. Give him a try. I like him. He's a cool survivor. Just hope you don't go against Blood Queen, and you'll be fine. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. Acrobat jump scare right there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, guys. Take care. This has been Psyche. Thanks for watching, though. Peace out, everybody. Oops, stream ending. See you guys.